Hi everybody, good afternoon.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Sorry for that last minute start again, Violet Lotus. I know you want to get the list up and going.
Yeah.
So we'll give you a few minutes while we're talking here. I want to welcome everybody I see so far to the show. Angel Rivera has popped in too, I see.
I'm wearing my fetching best in honor of Super Tarot Love Month.
I don't know what I'm wearing. I just threw this up and on somehow.
It looks like a babushka.
It does. What do you call it? Homage to my Polish ancestry.
Well, this is no homage. It's an homage to the kitties who are not rainbow colored, but, you know, we get it.
Oh, look at you, Violet Lotus. You are right on it anyway. Good for you. Let's see. I want to
We do look lovely today. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Dr. Victor's comments are very appropriate. You're so good for us. Thank you, Violet.
All right.
Hi, Laura. Good to see you.
Good to see everybody here on this eve of Valentine's Day.
Woohoo.
So it might be a good time for me to just remind everybody that we do have love readings for sale, on sale at our website right now. Also, if you can scoot out to TFT, tarotfortoday.com, and look at our blog, I have a number of 3-card readings there that I could do on the live stream today for anybody who wants some for free. What?
You're missing it.
What am I missing? Oh, headscarf? Oh, thanks.
I couldn't tell who that was because it's sort of tiny on the screen. I adjusted the size. So thank you for the donation.
Oh, I did miss it. Doggone it. Thank you so much.
Not going to make a comment.
Well, you know, I can't be everywhere all the time. Sunny's here and I'm watching. Hi, Joelle.
It's Mr. Maurice. Weren't you just here doing that? Thank you so much, Mr. Maurice.
And Joelle is here. All right, we got quite the list, so I think we are going to roll on. Don't forget, though, this week we are doing a monthly modality message for all of the signs. It should be coming out, well, hopefully on Thursday, but it might be Friday. We have a funeral to attend on Wednesday, so, you know, we'll see what we can do about that. But we will be getting one out at the start of Pisces season.
And that's our unique astrological tarot reading. We want to do something different. Everybody talks about the elemental, qualities as it pertains to the zodiac. We wanted to do something with the modalities. So check it out. It's an original. I came up with the idea, and this lovely lady here is the one who actually made it work.
Well, I promised to have it tweaked for this month, but circumstances happening the way they did has kind of slowed things down. But even though the Magician is reversed today, right, our card of the day, I am one to pull rabbits out of hats, so we'll just see if I don't get a new reading together for the monthly modality messages.
Thanks, Mr. Maurice. That was you. Thank you so much. And yes, of course, we're adding you, Joelle.
We've got everybody on the list here, and Joelle, Violet Lotus is our moderator, so she has the list posted. You'll be able to see if everybody wants to know where they are. It'll be posted in the chat. It just takes a load off, and we're so grateful to Violet for doing that for us. All right.
So are you getting ready for that?
I am.
Okay.
All right. So, is it Laura's birthday?
Happy birthday, Laura.
What? Short general message. It's your birthday today. Laura. You know what? If you come back Thursday or next Sunday even, because we're kind of busy today right now, or unless you want to do it now.
I think we should do it.
We should do it. We're going to give you a birthday reading, which means we start with Laura today.
Well, you were first anyway.
So let's get through the collective reading and we'll get right to your special birthday reading.
Happy birthday. Thank you so much.
I created a new birthday spread that I think is going to go pretty well. And
Hi, Libra.
I just have to grab my computer nearby and I'll be able to run that for you. All right, I'm going to cut again, Mr. O, and I'm going to let you pick a card from
That's right.
the Love Oracles.
So this is our collective reading.
Okay, here, Mr. O. Of course, it's got to be from the Love Oracle for Valentine's Day.
Well, I don't know
Oh
how
my
everybody will
gosh.
feel about that.
It's
But it's Yoko Ono.
Well, you know, they had definitely an epic love relationship, John and Yoko.
Shall I read those?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, the first one is...
The first one is basically called, hang on, the One Night Stand.
Yes is always the answer.
Long-term relationships and breakups.
Love is performance art that takes place among the clouds.
And finally, family and
Hi,
friends. Hey, Kara. Family and friends, Mr. O.
Love is not a dream. You can remember it if you want to. Hi, Sonali.
Did Kara come first?
Yes,
Okay.
I believe so.
I got it. So Yoko became an artist in New York where she met John Lennon in 1966. Married in 1969, they worked jointly on art, film, and music projects, creating some of the world's most iconic husband-wife collaborations. After Lennon's death in 1980, Ono continued to solidify her reputation as a highly original and acclaimed multidisciplinary artist. She continues to honor Lennon's memory as an activist and philanthropist. And you know, there's an idea, there's an example of a couple working together. Just like us, Mr. O.
So, am I the Yoko or are you?
I don't know. No.
Well, you've heard me sing, so that's all you need
gosh.
to do.
I think you're Yoko.
Okay.
I have to give you it. Hands down. All right, so let me get the reading for Laura. Which reading? Do you want to use
It's the
one of your...
birthday spreads, right?
Yeah,
Or
do you wanna
birthday
use-
presents?
Yes.
So what do you want me to do?
Do you want to use your deck, Mr. O?
Sure, I'll use my deck. Do you have any particular one? I'm going to use the Adrian Tarot for that.
I'm going to let you get
As I drop the
started
cards
while
everywhere.
I just pull up my PowerPoint here and get the reading.
You'd never know that Mercury went direct. We're all over the place.
No, we're not. We've got everything under control.
Okay. Does that mean I won't drop any more cards?
Oh, well, I can't help you with that. That's
I know, and I shouldn't. Hi, Claudia.
Claudia,
And I shouldn't blame Mercury retrograde for that.
We have a birthday reading, and Laura is first on our list, so we're going to get right to
Happy
that.
Super Bowl Sunday. That's right.
Yes, we'll see if we can go 3 for 3 with our Super Bowl predictions. I don't know about this. I know Matt Stafford really wants a Super Bowl win really bad. But we went with the Bengals, so we're just going to have to see. Oh boy.
Okay.
Today is the day.
Hi, Apple and Eve.
Hey,
to
Apple
see
and
you.
Eve, good to see you here. All right, I'm still not there yet. Let me just pull that up and it'll be just about ready. All right, I'm going to cut them. Don't put anything out yet. Let me get there. Let me get there. Uh-oh.
Okay,
right.
you can't find it?
I can't find it. Oh, there it is. The birthday gift spread. So
The
nice and
birthday
colorful.
gift
Do you want to
spread.
show that with the camera? My dirty screen. Ignore that. Oh, my.
So that's what we're doing for you, Laura. Alrighty.
Okay. So card 1 is the gift you received last year to make the most out of this year. Well, it looks like it's the Two of Pentacles reversed. Well, so,
Yes, that is correct.
So what does that mean? What
No,
gift?
it's not reversed.
Oh, it is not?
Nope.
I
Choose
thought
down
that
there.
was upside down there. Okay.
What does that 2 look like by my thumb?
It looks upside down to me. It
Okay.
absolutely does. The word up there is upside down. So it's a little bit light because it's yellow print, but it's upside down.
You're right. I'm sorry.
No sweat. So, no, that was very hard to see. So, at any rate, the 2 of Pentacles reversed, how could that be a gift? Well, you know what? Sometimes a little chaos in our lives, a little bit of, things out of control can actually help you. You begin to realize what maybe is the most important things in your life that you do need to focus on.
Well, this is the gift from last year?
Yes, that you can
Okay.
use this year.
Right. So it may not be an actual literal gift. It may be more of a figurative gift. But it seems to me like maybe an apple cart of sorts was upset, as we say here. Something kind of changed the status quo a little bit. Something maybe added to your plate. Something gave you either more responsibilities or more things to balance with your load that already may have been considerable. That was your gift from last year, though. So to some degree, it may have given you management or at least an appreciation for the random nature of some things.
Sonny just left the stage, Kara. Sonny will be back. He was on my side here. He's probably mad because I have my computer here now. So card 2, the gift of the present moment. I see we're going to have some reversals here. This is
9 or 10, right?
2, 4, 6, 7. It looks like it is, yes, the 7 of Cups reversed. But that's okay. That really does fit in with that 2 of Pentacles and what we've said. The gift of the present moment is that now you kind of know where to focus your attention. You know what your priorities should be for this year ahead and where you should be heading.
But let's not forget the idea that leading up until this point, there were a number of other considerations,
Yeah,
and some
sure.
of those may have really pulled you in those directions. But what it really sounds like is after review and feeling where the momentum really would best serve you, you have more or less found that choice or that direction to move towards.
The gift of your connections with others in this next year. Well, what a wonderful upright card that is. The World. I'll let you go first.
What is that position again?
The gift of the gift from your connections with others in this next year.
So basically, this is saying that the people in your environment, whether they're family, friends, co-workers, neighbors, in-laws, children, grandparents, all of these people sort of support you in an unconditional sense, more or less. I mean, maybe there's a few standouts here or there, but the idea is that they feel that sense of completion for you or of success. They want to support you in that. They feel like you bring the world to them in a way, and or maybe they feel that they are truly a part of your world.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was going to say. They complete you in this year. You're going to be feeling very connected with people in this year ahead, and it all seems thus far to be very, very good for you. The gift that will help you work on, achieve, or move forward with your dreams and goals. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords reversed. So,
Well, I'm going to say the gift that will reward you.
the gift that will help you work on, achieve, or move forward on dreams and goals.
I'd say this gift is really to not necessarily listen to others' criticism. There may be this idea here that for yourself there are some areas you have to be a little bit more stern. This is not about being aggressive necessarily. This is sort of saying, where you have to really toe the line on certain issues when you're making decisions or applying your energy. And so you're not going to be really upset by what other people may say about that. Oh, you're being too harsh. No, you're doing what you need to do.
Well, Laura, I think
Come here.
people will respect you more. Oh my God.
Come here, you. Come here.
Sonny,
Late.
can't you wait till after this reading? All right, so let me just say that I feel,
No.
Laura, that the gift the gift basically is that, you know, it may seem cold, it may seem a little harsh sometimes, but you have determined that you are not going to let people determine your destiny or your fate this year. You decided, you know, to draw some boundaries, to draw some lines, and to put yourself first.
That was Sunny's extra birthday blessing for you, Laura. And I know Kara got a hoot out of that. Everybody gets a hoot out of that.
So
Hi, January girl.
So hopefully you've got that, Laura, in the midst of all of this.
The drama.
Let's move on to the next card before he comes back.
Lighten up, boy.
And he will. And did you say my name? And he did.
You have said mine.
Mr. T. All right.
I pity the fool that says that.
Okay, so the next card is the gift from your spirit guides and our ancestors. What do they want you to know or keep in mind for the next year? Oh my, and that one is up. Right, Laura. I think your spirit guides and ancestors are saying maybe next year is a time where you could connect with someone, first off. But secondly, I just want to add before he jumps in that it could also mean that they want to deepen their connection with you in this next year. So I see this as twofold. This could actually be a physical relationship with someone. They want to let you know, be prepared. But it could also mean, hey, let's, you know, call us sometime. Call us in the spirit world sometimes. We're here to assist you.
It was Carolee's fault all along. But Laura, for you, this says, I think, the gift is you're going to find maybe a really nice partner. This could be a partner in many ways, but I think that there's a real loving connection here. This is talking about a companion that you feel you can trust and truly bond with.
Looks nice, Laura. So now, the final card is the gift this year ultimately gives to you. What lessons have you learned, or what progress or growth have you achieved by year's end? And it is justice, upright. Well, that's really interesting, Laura, because, you know, we started with the Two of Pentacles reversed from last year, which was a little bit of chaos and things out of sort. And we end the year with the gift of balance, with the gift of being treated fairly, being treated with integrity, and also treating others the same way. You know, I feel like your connections with others are going to be really strong in this year ahead, and because everybody is either on the same page, working together cooperatively, treating each other equally, that it's going to be a great balanced year for you.
Right. It is kind of interesting because both cards, like she mentioned, the first one does represent balance.
All right, you're out.
Kara, are you doing that?
You're out.
Oh my God. He really wanted you to have a big birthday bash, Laura. I don't know what to say.
Honestly.
But I tend to lose my flow when he does things like that. But really, it's exactly what Banshee said. Although a year ago that gift may have seemed to have brought some balance issues, by this time, is this like...
It's the end of the year, by year's end.
By year's end, okay, you really find, you know, that...
You feel like it was a balanced year all the way around, don't you think there, Mr. O?
You know, there's so many things that reflect to that idea, too. Just the fact that there's two twos, the Two of Cups before, so... Very cool.
I'm just going to toss a couple of Lenormand on top here,
right,
just to muddy the waters. And just see if there's any main things you need to look out for, or what the focus might be.
He's never in trouble enough, Little Magic. He's wrecking the joint, that's right. Me? Oh, you got him.
Well, of course I have to throw something ugly into the mix here. Why not?
Oh, dear. So the cross was first, followed by the mice.
We have the mice and the cross, which I'm not very happy about that. You know, I will say that this might be a year, in my mind, where you just may have to take a little bit of more self-care. This might be a time where, you know, it's time to mend fences maybe. It's also time to maybe take care of your health a little bit and just watch for, minor sick spells or things that could occur.
Right. I don't feel that this totally plays into what the other card said.
No.
It sort of seems to me a denouement in a sense, or just look at the human condition going on. And it may be that, you'll find that there are some minor troubles along the way. But mostly everything is really what we're saying here. It could just be that, there's a level of passing trouble that kind of mitigates back and forth. Some things may look like they're ending and then they come back a little bit, but they're really on the minor level, in my opinion.
He knocked down one of his toys.
So happy birthday, Laura, and thank you so much.
Happy birthday, Laura. I see he's sitting on the couch now. He's mad at me. But you know what? That was it for me, because I have a chair out for him here. He could easily come up on my side and sit. But will he? No. He's always got to blaze his own trail, and as soon as Mr. O turns his back on him, he dives up there. It just never fails.
He's such a little brat.
Arr! All right. Well, happy birthday, Laura, once again.
Laura, thank you for your donation. I see you gave us one. Thank you so much. Very sweet of you.
It's
really
your
appreciate
birthday.
that. Yeah, it's your birthday. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. We really super appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Okay, so let's move on. Next on our list is actually Dr. V. You made it in second. So let's go ahead with your question. Give Mr. O his deck back.
Okay, thank you.
I do like this spread better for a birthday reading than my previous one. Not that that's a bad reading per se.
You're very welcome, Laura. Thank you, too.
But I think for a birthday, people want to look more into their year ahead, not necessarily on any one thing specifically. All right. So we're going to move along with our 3-card readings now. We're going to try to keep it rolling because we got a big list today.
Yeah,
Mr.
we do.
Oh, I did say to pick up your cards.
Oh, you did? Okay. I'm sorry.
Wakey, wakey.
It's not that.
Okay, we're waiting on Dr. V.
He wrote his question.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, it was a while ago. I thought you saw it.
Oh, I did not.
Well, I end up working for MA firm this year if I go on with their training.
Oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm. And it's your deck, so go ahead.
Got it. Okay, we're all set. Let's do this one. Oh, we didn't mention what decks we were using. We're pretty much using our same decks. Right now, I guess I'll just do it as we go. I'm using Chris Waldher's Lover's Path Tarot.
And I was using the Adrian Tarot for Laura's birthday reading.
So Laura just making it in on the tail end of Aquarius there. So we'll be shifting this week to Pisces.
Yeah.
Here you go, Mr. O.
I think I know a couple other people
How do we want to do this one,
week.
by the way? Was it going to be a yes, no, or...
Let's start off with a 3.
Okay, I agree. Well, we got our conversation hearts and a little chocolate to celebrate. But of course, if I'm going to have a little chocolate, it's going to be good, like Godiva. All right.
Okay.
4 of Cups is reversed.
4 of Cups, Dr. V, reversed.
This is the World reversed.
The World is reversed.
And the Princess of Arrows, which is the page, right?
The Page of Wands.
Yes.
Is there swords in this deck? Just look at it.
Staves are wands in this deck.
So these are swords.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the Page of Swords.
Yep. I'm just checking that to be sure, but yes, I am right. So the Page of Swords. is upright. So let's see, you're asking if you were going to be working there after completing training, right? I think yes, initially. I feel as though, well, I don't know. I'm wondering if there isn't there. I could go two ways with this, Dr. V, so it's a little bit ambiguous. I feel as though the Four of Cups could indicate that other opportunities may present themselves. Now, another way I could look at this card with the other cards is that, there may be, you may realize there's opportunities to staying here. I'm wondering if that's the case. I'm looking at the world reversed, though, and feeling as though maybe you feel like, I don't know, maybe you're feeling unsettled as to whether
You took the words out of my mouth. No, thank you.
This is the place for you. Maybe because you are looking at some other opportunities out there. And that Princess of Arrows, the Page of Arrows indicates, the swords, indicates to me too that, through networking or maybe some other channels, you may come across some other opportunities that might pick your interest, This is not saying you shouldn't go along until you find something else, but it almost seems to me like this may not be the place you settle at.
Right. There is a sense, really, she literally grabbed the word out of my head when she said it about that world reverse, Dr. Victor, that makes it look like you're just not totally feeling this. There is this idea that maybe opportunities may express themselves. I think this really says you're looking for more. You're sort of really trying to position yourself above those opportunities. And so maybe you're still going to be looking at other places. I just don't think you want to stay there. I think you may stay there because it may be what you have to do, but I don't think you want to stay there. And I think if you keep looking, it's possible you will move towards other opportunities.
It's kind of funny because, I feel like that card, the Page of Swords can also be about learning a little bit too. So it could be about your training period. But I wonder if it, like I said, when you still combine it with those other cards, if it's still indicating, I maybe want to look for something else.
Well, and it's a message too, so maybe it's a message confirming some of this, but maybe it's also talking about, it's my turn, right?
Yes, it is.
About the opportunities elsewhere. I just wonder if those opportunities are not going to be incredibly apparent and that you might have to really search for them or really find them when they show up. I sort of feel like there's a vagueness about other opportunities for you at this time. Okay, so here we go. I have Lenormand. And our first one is the snake, and then it's followed by the mice. So I think that maybe you are also thinking or worried about other people possibly in this matter who you don't necessarily know if you trust their intentions, or maybe you feel like they bring some small problems even if they're not an outright competitive person for you or something like that.
There just may be some petty annoyances on this job that make you concerned, that maybe you're not feeling comfortable, that I do agree with Mr. O. It may be about a level of trust, whether it's with the people, your coworkers, or whether it's with, management. There just doesn't seem ultimately to be a feeling of trust building here. So I don't know, Dr. V. It's hedging on, you might eventually decide to move on. I mean, it might be okay for the interim period, but I don't think you're going to stay there for very long. Maybe you'll stay after training, but you may decide ultimately you are going to move on from this job.
Right, and it could very well be that this represents an opportunity that comes elsewhere that will move you away from that. It's just not totally clear, but I think it's in the realm of possibility.
So that's it. That's all we have for you, Dr. V. We're going to move on to Libra. Like I said, we got a busy day today, everybody, so we're going to keep it rolling.
Okay, general reading for Libra.
And which deck are you going to use, Mr. O?
I think I'll use I don't know. I want to spill a little coffee.
Oh,
in here real
he's
quick.
spilling coffee, so while he's away, I will talk.
Oh, I won't be going on.
Oh my gosh, he took it black. Ooh.
I'm going to use the Tarot of the Northern Shadows.
Okay,
So, general reading for Laura.
let's put us back on.
And
Hi.
I'm back there with more coffee.
And Sunny is laying sadly on the couch. I'm sorry.
We love you too,
Tara.
Dr. Victor. Thank you so much. Appreciate your comments. Best
Take
wishes
care,
and
Dr. V.
best wishes and good luck to you, of course.
Sunny is, I'm sorry I booted him away, Kara. He may or may not come back today. I know.
Shh, baby's sleeping. On the couch now. He had his moment.
He did have his moment. All right. Okay, so it's just a general, right? Yep,
Yes, general for Libra. Mhm.
Gotcha. We love that commercial.
That flow from Regressive commercial where her sister gets her to talk to bore the baby to death.
Bore the baby to sleep. That's so fun.
Okay, Libra.
All right.
So we have the Upright Emperor looking a little bit like Odin there. We have the Upright Three of Discs. That's also the Three of Pentacles. And then we have the Upright King of Discs. So you have all upright
wow.
cards. This is really cool since a lot of times they're not.
The Emperor, and what is that? That's the Three of Pentacles, right?
Yes.
Yes. The Three and the King. Wow. Well, I don't know, Libra. This is quite a turn. I mean, especially as far as, material matters go, comfort levels go. It seems like you're more feeling a little bit more in control of things, or that that things are heading in a more positive direction.
Well, the overall thrust of the three cards just to me says maybe somebody's going to reach out to you about a job or employment or about a situation that will train you for a job or will give you something like that.
Skill.
Right, there may be some aspects that maybe it's kind of like a little bit more of a conforming environment, or maybe that's just going along with us for some reason. But I think somebody's going to reach out to you about, employment or something that provides material security, perhaps.
Well, yeah, there could be somebody that you are speaking about finance or money matters with. And maybe, this person will be able to work with you, whether it's getting a loan, whether it's buying property, whatever the case may be, or whether it's looking for a particular course of study. It just seems as though somebody is willing to work with you and help you along that path. I'm thinking the King might be an advisor of some sort. I mean, if nothing else, this could also... I always think the Pentacles sometimes could be about health matters as well. And so sometimes I feel like maybe the King of Pentacles could be somebody like a doctor or a therapist, mostly I think more physical, like a doctor, who might be able to get you on some type of program that will bring more control back to maybe some matters of concern regarding your health.
Libra, are you possibly thinking about going back to school or taking some sort of classes, maybe not to the point of a degree, but just for your own good or to help you? Because I'm sort of getting that vibe a little bit from the Hierophant, and I realize that's not typical, but in a sense there is a institutional quality about the Hierophant, and I'm just wondering if maybe the connection to change or material enlivenment could be related to that somehow. So maybe it's time.
Hang in there, Violet. I'm keeping up with the list, I think.
Yeah, we are good so far. These readings are free if you wait for your turn, Ramandeep.
But if you do want a more extensive reading from us, because I know you've been here before, we do have readings available on our website. Honestly, I know it's kind of hit and miss. We charge basically by the card though. So we can always customize a reading for you if you don't see one on our website that appeals to you. So if you see, let's say, a 4-card reading or a 5-card reading, and you look at the cost of that, that is what every 5-card reading will cost, whether we customize it for you or not. So we do charge by the card, and I am going to be putting a list up shortly on the website that will make that a little bit more clear. So I apologize for that, but just look at the prices, and if you see a 10-card reading for X amount of dollars, any 10-card reading would be that much. Plus, we offer one-on-one Zoom readings as well. Those will cost you more because they're right on, we're making time for it, and we're doing it right on the spot with you, one-on-one. So we can do a 20-minute, a 30-minute, and a 45-minute reading, depending.
Did you want to get around to the Lenormand?
did.
I was going to say, Libra, I'm with you. I certainly wouldn't want to go back to school at this point, so I'm not really sure exactly. It was just sort of a thought there. Maybe it might have something to do with
It could be an art
the kids'
class.
school. I don't know.
It could be a craft class. It could be, just something that just helps you in your everyday life. A do-it-yourself class, So we don't always have to take it so literally that you're going back for formal training or education either. Maybe it'll be a metaphysical class of some sort.
Okay, so I did post the website there. I don't know if Banshee sees it, but also Lena is next with a general reading after this, so we're going to just finish for Libra with the Lenormand.
Well, Libra.
Oh dear, there's that snake again.
And we have a man. So
Uh-oh.
I don't, I really think this is all on the up and up here. You did ask for general readings, so what I think I'm going to say is that in some other area of your life, beware of somebody who may not be speaking truth right now to you, who may be trying to deceive you in some way. I don't know if this is a child trying to cover up something or somebody else in your life, but do be aware that somebody may not be totally on the up and up with some of the things that they may be telling you.
Right, I don't believe this goes exactly at all with the other 3 cards.
Nope.
So it is just something else in terms of the general reading. And, sometimes Mars might sort of imply that maybe it is a possible romantic connection or companion connection. I don't necessarily feel this way, but, sometimes they do say, that people that try to be charmers really have a snake's, tongue or something like that. So watch out for anybody who maybe, especially at this time, Valentine's Day, try to be too charming because maybe they are trying to go somewhere, that they should be going with you.
And by the way, we didn't mention it, but that is the Cupid Lenormand we're using today for our Super Tarot Love Month readings. All right.
Okay, so we are on then to Lena, who also wanted a general reading.
Yeah, Ramandeep, we do career readings.
Go to the website.
There is a carousel there that you can thumb through to look at what we have offered. And if you don't see anything that fits your needs, we can talk to you about customizing a reading. So go to TFT, tarotfortoday.com. And we're on Lena.
So Lena wanted general in money and love.
Okay.
And it's your deck.
The Lover's Tarot by Jane Lyle.
Alrighty. And of course, besides the client readings and the live streams, we do have some shows that have specific focuses. So for example, I have a reading on Fridays that's about emotional matters, your love and relationships. And Banshee on Sunday mornings, a little earlier than now, does one about more material matters, so that can cover a few things. So check those out. Those are general collective readings, but they tend to be divided up for the signs of the zodiac.
The elemental signs.
The elemental signs.
Mr. O, shuffle.
All right.
Lena, money and love. So 2 and 2. That's the way I'm going to do it.
Okay, and you might want to answer that question too now.
$9 for career right now to have my question answered.
We can't do it right now. We could do it in a couple hours maybe.
Yeah, Ramandeep, it's really tough right now because we've got so many people in the stream to do a longer reading. And it really wouldn't be fair to you because it would just not be as comprehensive as we could do otherwise. So, you could pay us and leave the question, but we would have to get back to you, either send you a link. We could send you a link to a video that's private between us and you, or we can send send you a PDF reading to an email address.
We only accept donations just in general during the live stream. We don't take payments for actual readings.
But it's because we can't do large ones here. We can't.
And the only people that get ahead in the line are people whose birthday it is, so we will put those at the front.
Well, and anyway, Laura was first anyhow, so we didn't even have to do that.
Have a good one, Libra.
Take care, Libra. Oh my goodness, Lena. Why is everything looking so wonderful for you, I have to ask? Okay, so money was first. Well, some things are wonderful, but most money was first. And look, I get a love card here. It's the Ace of Cups. But basically it means right now that you feel pretty satisfied and happy. With your situation now, right now with money, that everything, seems to be going well. And to top that off, the second card to go along with that is the World, Mr. O.
Well, I think this could be just saying that with money, you're going to not really feel like you need it. You're going to feel really like there's a lot of success, and you're going to really enjoy what this feeling of having no financial burdens or having financial freedom will do for you. It will happen. It looks to me like maybe it's just well worth waiting for. It is expectant with wonder. It just really looks great.
Okay. Well, there's a couple ways I could read
Violet.
the love department. Most of them are good. One's a little, So we have the Five of Wands here, and that can be a challenging card sometimes. It's paired with the Nine of Cups. And the way I kind of look at this is that, you will find success in love this year if you can engage more with others. Get out there and mingle and circulate. Now, the Five of Cups, the Five of Wands does indicate that there may be some competition out there. There may be some, competition that you're going to have to deal with, out in that world. It could also mean, Lena, that maybe there'll be more than one person that, will come into your sphere this year, and they might be competing for you. Because the Nine of Cups ultimately indicates, as far as love and romance goes, you have a good chance of obtaining your wish this year.
Hi, Mama T. Good to see you.
Hey, Mama T.
I totally agree with the Banshee here, Lena. I think that this... Well, not totally. I think more so the latter part. I think, Lena, what she's saying is that be careful what you ask for, because I have a feeling that maybe you're going to be in a pool of dating or possible datings, just sort of flowing into an area where maybe there's a lot more fluidity in your ability to date people or to be at social events where you can intermix with people who may or may not have romantic or certainly friendly intentions with you. So I think that you are going to be lucky in love. You may be more in a casual dating without it necessarily moving quickly towards a serious thing. I think you want to take your time.
So I'm going to do the money one, and you can do the love one.
All right.
And let's see what we get.
Happy
here.
Valentine's Day. Thank you. Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well.
Thank you, Mama T. Go ahead.
Okay, for the money one, we have the Sun. Things couldn't get better, Lena. And then we have the Fish, which just means money conditions really are going very, very well right now and should be for the foreseeable future. There's a positive sign of success here with the Fish, because the Fish is about abundance and money, and the Sun, of course, is about success and attainment. So I think right now things couldn't look better. Let's have Mr. O shuffle and
Do I
choose.
keep those there, or do I take them back?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Okay.
And
Well, I
let's
wanted
see
that
what-
fish to show for love. The
Well,
many
I'm
fish in the
sure.
sea would go along with what we were seeing here.
That's true. That is true. But we're doing this as one reading, so.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Whoa, Lena.
Well, Lena, despite what we said, maybe things are going to be a little bit quicker in a certain direction.
There's definitely hope for finding somebody that you feel like you could make a commitment to in this year ahead.
Is love fishy?
So,
I don't know.
I don't know how long that will take, Lena, but it certainly looks very, very positive. Or the fishy love, Deepak.
I think it is really talking about maybe the idea that a proposal or some sort of, deepening in love is incredibly inspiring and incredibly full of fortune. Like the cards are just falling all over because they can't believe how incredible this is.
Well, we didn't get the right thing for that, so sorry.
Oh?
Well, you can't really stand two up there, so,
Oh, I thought you meant, we didn't get the right
No,
cards for her.
no,
Like, really?
no, everything's-
These cards are great. What are you
Lena's
talking
got
about?
the best card so far. Score big, Lena. So this looks very, very positive for you right now. At least the cards at this moment are picking up some real positive vibes from you. So good luck going forward, Lena.
Could it even be said that maybe there is already possibly somebody who is thinking down the road they may move in your direction?
I
don't know.
can't say for certain, but I do feel something will be coming. I do. I'm just going to leave it at that. Lena, good luck with that.
We wish you a lot of luck on that. Keep in touch with us and let us know.
Hey, Jackie, you are up.
All right, Jackie.
All right. As we continue to move through the list, I guess it's your deck next, Mr. O.
Yeah, and I want to use the final rose, even if the question doesn't pertain necessarily to romance. Or should I stick to...
I don't care.
Okay. You're welcome. Thank you, too. Yep.
Hey, you are welcome, Lena, always.
And I have my camera at an angle, so it sort of has a variance in how the screen's looking there. General reading for Jackie already.
All right.
So I will use the final rose, and we'll keep the reading
Or
towards...
generic, but it's kind of
towards
cute
generic.
as far as love goes, this deck.
I just want to use it, though, because
For
it's
those
so
who
pretty.
are new here, the Final Rose Tarot was created because of a reality show about dating and meeting Mr. or Ms. Right, the Bachelor shows. And so it's really based on it, and it's pretty clever. And we just like it. It's very pretty and perfect for Valentine's Day.
It's evocative of romantic things. It's a beautiful deck, too. It really is. Thank you for getting it for me, sweetie.
Well, Mr. O does the emotional exchanges, so what better person?
Right, so I've been using it there. You're welcome, Deepak. Thank you.
Oh,
And if
hey,
you
you're
haven't
very
subscribed,
welcome.
please do subscribe. We are trying
We
to
are
build.
amazed that we got a number of subscribers since our Super Bowl video
Yeah, just
came
in the
out.
last few days,
I-
we've picked up 5 or so, I
I have
think.
no idea if that had something to do with it, but all of a sudden, it just started happening again, so we're pretty pleased about that.
We don't always brag about it, but we've actually been reading cards, each of us, for about 50 years.
Off and on.
Though not always together like this.
Well,
This is-
never together like
Right.
this. We 3 years ago started this project,
Knock on
and
wood.
It's been a whole lot of fun.
Knock on wood.
I think when we don't get under each other's skin. Mr. O, why did you say that about this card?
About what card?
In general. I'm
Oh.
talking about in general.
Mm-hmm.
We actually get along quite well, but sometimes we don't see eye to eye because our intuition may be giving us different things to think about.
Well, my favorite page of us on our website, tfttarotfortoday.com, is the one where we're back to back, sort of like scowling a little
Right.
bit. It's just cute. Okay. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Jackie, your first card is Major Arcana 13 reversed, here called the End.
The End, which of course is the Death card reversed.
And then it's the Four of Swords, mirrors, reversed.
And that's reversed. Okay, this is interesting. Go on, Mr. Blue.
And then the Page of Flutes, so that would be the Page of Cups. That one's upright.
Very, very interesting reading here so far. You know, Jackie, it feels like sometimes you feel like, you know, maybe right now you feel as though your life is kind of at a stalemate, kind of a standstill, like things aren't moving as fast as you need or want, or maybe that you just can't pick up the drive and the motivation to move forward. But that Four of Swords reversed, I think, is saying that things may be about to change. You're about to get another jump start, another kick, another burst of energy. So if you, maybe even some of this might be on a physical level where, you know, you've been feeling kind of just down and low energy.
Oh, look. Thank you, Mama T.
I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It just popped up. Ah,
Thank you.
Thank you, Mama T.
General reading, we got you.
So I kind of feel here that, I lost my thought. Where was I?
Well,
I was
let
on
me
the
jump
floor.
in.
So I feel like you're really going to get a jump start, and it might be precipitated by some good news you receive. Maybe some good news that brings you some joy and makes you feel better, that maybe things are moving in the right direction again, is just what you need at the right time to get you back on the right track.
Thank you, Mama T. Thank you so much. The good news, I think, really is about inspiring you to feel that mystical connection that may be underneath that. Because I think Banshee's right. There's a lot of sort of slowness, inertia in your life right now. You're working on things, but things aren't working back with you, or you're feeling that way, like everything seems to be tied up with whatever, delays here. But I think she's right. It is about to end. That Four of Swords, the Four of Mirrors reversed, truly signifies something rebirthing, something coming back. It may be that what was causing this stagnation really was making you pull back too, because you just felt like, I'm butting my head against nothing that's happening. Because the Four of Swords reversed is saying, new life. I can now move in this direction. And like I said, I think you're going to also understand too that there's a semi-mystical connection that will come to you out of this, and maybe that will illuminate more about, you know, where you will go.
So my turn? Yeah, because we both did it for Lena. So I'll go back to me and then you next time. All right. Let's throw some Lenormand on that and see if we get any other clues to what this might be referring to.
Hi, Celie.
Hey, Celie, good to see you.
For now, we will.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
We haven't decided to cut the list yet.
Well, Jackie, good news for you.
Oh, look at that clover. Indeed, rock. Ready to rock. Aww.
So that's you. Venus is a significator here, and you are entering a period of some really good luck, or just where things seem to happen. You know, you seem to be in the right place at the right time for good things to happen. So, you know, hey, don't bet your shirt on this, but, you know, play the lottery. But I'm just saying, this could be a very fortunate time for you. We're just you know, when you stop and you think about it, just say, you'll say to yourself, gee, how lucky am I that everything just seemed to fall in place like magic.
You know, sometimes the Lenormands or any fortune-telling cards, they have a figure that might be in a profile, and usually where it's looking is where you're going. And that's not necessarily true here, because really, you are the one looking towards the luck. You are the one who maybe is even creating or instigating the luck to happen.
Yeah, that's what we have for you. Good luck with that. Hey, little magic, you are up.
All right, little magic. So what do
Who
you got?
doesn't like
Do you
a
have
little magic?
a general or a specific question?
And I'll be using my True Love Tarot by Monty Farber and Amy Zerner.
And of course, if you don't wait, you can always come back on Thursday. We're here 7 o'clock p.m. our time till 9. Pretty much the same show. It's just our evening show. Tends to be a little less busy, so it's a good chance to maybe swoop in and have it done.
Yeah, like for example, a person like Raman Deep who wants a more extended read. I mean, we might be able to do it on a Thursday, but like I said, really for our pay-for readings, it's best not to do them here because
We don't. We just can't.
Well, we just because you're paying for it, we really want to make sure we can give you your money's worth. So
It's a comprehensive reading, and you're given it in a permanent format that you can have your choice of a video reading or a PDF.
question about your health. Okay. Just a general health checkup. Let's see what we got.
Thank you for the question. Mama T, you are so sweet. We thank you so much all the time. Thank you so much.
Right.
We do very short readings on our happy hour, Saturdays, most likely at 10 a.m.
Saturdays are a theme.
Yeah, it's a theme. We just pull one card and do it.
Right. We pull a single card message from Spirit that will brighten your day. We want to motivate and encourage as well as enlighten. And so no bad news on happy hour is allowed. It's all about the joy.
All right, Leo Magic. Here we go.
All right. All right. We have the Three of Roses upright, which is the Three of Wands in this deck. We have the Two of Wings upright, which is the Two of Swords.
Excuse me.
In this deck.
You're welcome, Jackie.
Wow, and then we have the Emperor, which is great here. I don't know if you're going through something negative right now, Little Magic, but this is looking pretty positive. The Emperor says it's about power, but the Emperor is also, it's about control and being able to have control over a situation such as your health. So I feel like you might be able to achieve more control. It is also possible that if you are, seeking healthcare advice at this time, that there may be somebody out there who will help you get there. The Two of Wings says balance, and basically the Two of Swords is about somebody who is stationary and in place and debating right now what move they need to make. They're not ready yet to make a decision or to make a move. They're deciding what needs to be done. And in a way, the Three of Wands kind of plays along with that. It's kind of like, you're kind of looking to the future and wondering maybe what the future health-wise holds for you. So the key and the answer might be in finding somebody who will help you regain, some power and control over whatever it is you may be going through.
I'm getting a slight feeling that maybe some aspect of this is about elective surgery, that maybe this isn't totally related to your health concern per se, but maybe it's something that would be advancing for you. But regardless if that's true or not, I do feel that this represents the time for you to have this opportunity to listen maybe to either your own inner wisdom or somebody you can really trust about what this procedure or concern is. And I mostly feel this is really positive, like Banshee's indicating. It seems to me that mostly I see really good aspects here. I feel that the Emperor itself is a sign of health or stability, so I think there's a stability here. That's why I'm wondering if maybe some of this has aspects of elective surgeries or elective health concerns. But like I said, I don't necessarily know that's really true. It just sort of feels that way.
Well, the Two of Swords, too, has another element to it. The person is stationary and standing still and not moving. And it's kind of like also indicating to me that, you don't have to, take your time. Take all the time that you need to get back to full strength again if you don't feel at full strength. There's no race here. There's no, nothing to be hurried or rushed.
And I don't know if Banshee covered this, but I think with that Three of Roses, Three of Wands, the more you can plan or have this sort of in that idea of outlining your progress, the better it will be for you. That this may not be the kind of thing that has an urgency that you have to act so quickly on it, but maybe the more time you can actually work on this. So even if it's just maybe changing routines for health, not necessarily a direct medical intervention, but changing routines because you're working with trusted people, you're going to plan it out and do well with it.
Angel Rivera, Super Bowl! I cannot believe that from noon to, from noon to like 5:30 or 6, it's all this Super Bowl background stuff, pregame they call it, Super Bowl pregame, 5-6 hours of it.
Okay, we're not done with you yet, Little Magic. We also pull the 2 Lenormand cards. Lenormand's a different style of fortune-telling system.
Yeah, we're good. She's been watching.
And so you have the Rider, and you have the Ship.
Well, those are both cards of movement in some way, Little Magic. I don't know if maybe you have to travel a ways for, to see a particular doctor or therapy, whatever, but it's movement. It might also be indicating to me that maybe is movement a part of what your problem is right now?
A change of locale, that would be better.
I'm speaking in terms of physical movement, body-wise. So Mr. O can give his in a moment. He's jumping the gun, but I'm wondering if it has to do with your physical movement in some way. That you will get back on your feet again. You will move. This could also indicate that there may be news coming to you from a distance regarding your health. So I don't know if you're waiting on some test results or something like that. If you are, it will be coming through.
Yeah, my own feeling is that maybe some of this may indicate that maybe this is not so much about direct medical intervention, though it could be, but maybe this is about changing orientations to your lifestyle and or habits or things like that. Well, that is lifestyle. So I'm wondering if maybe this presents the idea that somehow you make changes in your lifestyle, whether it is a physical move, a change in locale, moving to an area that's healthier for you for air reasons or something like that. I get the feeling like that could be part of it, or where the advice from the others may come or lead you to.
Yeah, I'm trying to take it in context with the reading here. The Ship is often about travel, but it can be about like relocating and moving. And the Rider is about movement. He's on horseback, but it's also about news. So that's why I gave the 2 scenarios there too, and you covered the move one. So,
but you are right on.
Am I?
Yeah.
Woo-hoo!
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And thank you again for stopping in. Good luck with that, Little Magic.
Good luck. Let us know.
Hey, Angel Rivera, you're back and you are up.
All right.
All right, Mr. O, your deck.
So I'm going to move back to the Adrian Tarot. You're welcome too. Thank you. Best wishes. Thanks for watching us lately.
I'm avoiding the chocolate because it's ooey gooey stuff, but I'll go for another conversation heart. And guess what it says, Mr. O?
Not me? What? Only you. Ah. A general read for the week ahead. Yes,
sure
you
thing,
can.
Mr. Rivera. All right.
So I thought I should mention that on this week's Goth Tarot, I will probably be adding an extra card that I will call my Dark Valentine. And I'm not even sure what that's going to mean, but In the spirit of Goth Tarot, it should be a little bit fun and a little bit creepy. So check it out. That's on Wednesdays at 8 a.m. in the morning.
It'll be his video. All right.
It is a pre-recorded. It's not live, so you can check it out anytime.
All right, the week ahead. Let's see what we've got. And did you pick these lists?
Yes, they're yours.
Okay, got it. All right, let's see what we have here. Well, it's the Three of Pentacles reversed. But then we have the Chariot upright. Huh, interesting.
I have the hand on this one so far.
And we have these, this is really interesting. We have the Six of Pentacles upright.
Six of coins.
Yeah, Six of coins, Three of coins, but one's reversed. So, what is interesting about this to me here is that...
May I?
Okay, go ahead. You said you had it. Let's let Mr. O have
Chariot
the floor.
and the reverse three. You don't need no stinking team. You give and receive because people know you really are the one doing the work. You're the one that deserves the rewards. You're the magnanimous one. But seriously speaking, it does seem like there's these issues about how a team around you, your workplace, may be functioning. And you probably are the person who's really going to have to provide the direction or support the direction that does seem to rise here.
This is a nice deck, but it is very pippy. But they have nice lines and different things about it, plus a keyword on the card, so it is kind of nice.
The thing I like about this deck is that there's all these sigilless things over them, and supposedly you can lay them out in some specific pattern and see this sigil that sort of overlays all of them. I don't know how to do that. It's probably in the instructions. So,
well, at any rate, Angel Rivera, it looks like, you know what? You are the one who's going to be able to move things forward. It is about the flow, the workflow this week. I think with the Six of Pentacles here, upright, it is talking about flow, give and take. But unfortunately, it's like Mr. O said, it seems like the team is not on the same page. If you want to move things along, if you want to keep things going, it's going to be on you, to come up with the ways through the log jams that other people might be putting in front of you. So that's what it kind of looks like. It doesn't look like anything major. It doesn't look like anything. It looks like with the Chariot there, I think you've got the drive and the energy to just power through the week ahead.
someone will note it, even if it's only just the people who matter the most to you. I mean, maybe somebody up high won't notice, but you'll feel this reward. You'll feel that magnanimity.
Yeah.
All right, so Lenormand.
Along with that.
Yeah, sometimes I have those bursts. I just have to say those things,
I let him go.
Dark Valentine, scary. You betcha, Deepak.
As scary as Mr. O can get.
Really, and it's not that scary. It actually isn't.
Hey guys, not that I want to get too excited yet, but February is about halfway done and March is just around the corner, which will bring Aries season.
Oh, for a minute I thought you were going to say we're going to have all kinds of Easter month activities.
Which of course brings my birthday season.
Easter's not till April, so
hey, it's a big birthday for me, so get those gifts ready.
Are you going to do a soupy sales on us?
No.
You don't understand the reference, do you?
I'm not sure.
Soupy Sales, who was a Detroit area comedian, got in a lot of trouble because he once told kids watching the show to send in $5 bills.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
And kids started doing that, and he got in a lot of trouble. He was just joking, but kids took it seriously.
Yeah, but just think today how kids could just order things on, their phones, can get their parents in debt without a problem. Things have sure changed since Soupy's days. But anyway, the birds are here, Angel Rivera, and also, Huh. Well, I would say this, that you know what, regardless of what is going on around you, make a commitment to keep networking and keep lines of communication open with the team that just doesn't seem to be following through. But I feel as though there's just got to be a commitment here to just keep the connections going and keep networking going despite whatever log jams are being presented in front of you.
So the birds is about news, right?
Yeah.
So maybe this idea is that you're committed to only embracing or working with the right news, sort of discerning a little bit better. Your commitment is to the facts, to the truth, and not necessarily to gossip. I'm going to say that. Okay?
Yep, okay.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Yeah, Violet puts herself at the end, so she was in at this point. You're absolutely right, Deepak, but Violet goes last. So we're on Mr. Maurice now, I believe. Cards. Oh, do you want these back?
You can keep them.
No, here.
Is it Mr. Maurice?
I believe so.
Because I think Violet just told Joelle that they were next, and they are...
Is that so?
Well, I don't know. Let's see if we can work this out.
Mr. Maurice. Oh, it is Joelle. It is Joelle. Okay.
Yes.
Joelle and then Mr. Maurice.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I had you guys reversed. That's fine.
You're next, Mr. Maurice, after Joelle.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Thank you.
Okay, Joelle, go ahead with your question.
Messages from their guides.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, Joelle. She's also in charge, Jackie.
That's right. Keep us in line, Violet Lotus.
Well, that would be...
But that...
a struggle.
You would need a salary for. It's a full-time job, let me tell you. All right, shuffle.
I will.
So everybody keeps saying, why isn't the Super Bowl on a Saturday? Why do they put it on a Sunday so that people end up calling in or, then they struggle to get their kids up for school, all this stuff. I have to agree, it just seems silly that we've got to have this on a Sunday. There must be some financial incentives to this, I'm sure. Or otherwise they would
Advertising
change it.
costs more on Sundays. And therefore, that's
Maybe.
why, because they're selling advertising time to all those companies.
Maybe. Okay, Joelle, let's see. We've got the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is reversed. And we got the King of Cups reversed. And we got the Hanged Man reversed. So we have 3 reversed cards.
And you want to know what your spirits are telling you? Your spirit guides?
Well, I think your spirit guides are telling you right now that, you can't always be, sometimes you have to know when to take a step back, take a step or two back. This could be, oh gosh, I'm going to, excuse me, thank you. This could be in relation to, maybe confrontations with people. Sometimes you need to know when to just back off and say, okay, I'm just going to let it go for now. Or this could be in other areas of your life where it's just time to take a step back. There is no shame in that. There is no harm in that. Because maybe right now you might be feeling a little bit sensitive. And, so that's why I thought about the other people, because of that King of Cups there, that you might be feeling a little bit overly sensitive right now, and that maybe you just need to step back from things in your life until you feel a little bit more emotionally better.
I'm wondering if you have a situation maybe with a person that could be the King of Cups. It could be just other things too. But that reverse King of the Cups maybe is telling me that you're feeling this sense of unkindness or people who don't feel they have your interest at heart, although maybe you felt that they should have or that they might have. And like Banshee says, you're sort of feeling like maybe this is the time to back off from those associations. Or maybe it's really somebody who even you might have had a closer relationship with. I'm thinking family or somebody important to you in that kind of way, not necessarily like a primary relationship. And now you're wondering where the value was with that. Like maybe you sort of feel like you didn't perceive what you should have with that person. The idea about maybe their unkindness or how they were not really as helpful as you might have been led to believe.
Well, the hangman can be about holding back and not sacrificing. But if I look at it into the context of what I was telling you, Joelle, I feel here that this is a time maybe for you to take time for yourself. Like I said, there is no harm in stepping back from things for a little while until you feel a little bit more stable and secure emotionally. And then doing a little bit of self-care, giving time to yourself and your own needs. We sacrifice a lot of our time often for others, for our work, for our jobs. Where is the time for you? Sometimes you got to make that time for you. And I'm just getting that impression from the cards today.
Right. It seems to me like, you realize that somebody is not really worth what effort you may have been putting into them. Or maybe it's a whole situation, may not be a person.
Is it yours?
So it may be time for you to step back and focus differently, or at least review some of this. Good to see you, Divine. I know you're there. Whoops.
Oh, I see. Well, that makes sense in a way too, Angel, about the Super Bowl. I hadn't thought about that.
All right. So, Joyo, you have... it's interesting because we said the King of Cups, and I thought it was somebody that maybe there was emotional issues with. We have the letter followed by the heart.
So I don't know if you're going to get some news from somebody who loves you or somebody you love. There looks like there might be some connection here or some news coming your way. That to me looks a little bit more positive, but... Mm-hmm.
It may not be connected at all to the first situation.
It may not be connected at all to the first situation, but if it is, it might indicate that maybe there is some healing coming to you, but just make sure that you feel comfortable with it yourself. So I don't know if you've recently endured a breakup or any kind of argument in a romantic situation, but it looks as though, there's some positive news coming in that front.
I think that if it's related at all to the idea of spirit guides, it may be saying that keep reconciliations with people who you really should not walk away from totally in your own heart.
That's really a good point.
In your own heart, but also possibly expect others who maybe have similar feelings to you that you're really not somebody that they should let leave their life, and that maybe this is where reconciliations may arise from too. So I don't really know if this pertained to what you wanted to hear from your spirit guides, but it seemed to pull us in that direction of emotional situations around you.
I would also add, looking at that and keeping it in line with the spirit message, spirit may just be telling you, Joelle, that your heart will heal. Your heart will heal.
That's good.
And that's what we have for you.
So thank you. And that means that
sometimes, these emotional issues don't always relate to a romantic relationship. It could relate to loss or grief suffered from other things. If somebody around you's been ill or somebody recently has passed, just know that your heart will heal.
And I just want to say so much again, thanks to our moderator who really helps us out so much here. I don't know how we ever got along without you before.
Mr. Really. Maurice, you are up.
You're welcome, Joyo.
We are moving right along here. I don't know if we'll get finished on time, but we're doing pretty well.
We will do what it takes.
We will do what it takes. General reading for Mr. Maurice. Gotcha.
My deck.
What? I thought it was my turn.
You used your deck. The shadow thing? That was your deck. The Shadowscape. It's in your hand right now.
I wonder why I still had it out here.
Who needs more coffee?
Well, I never get enough because somebody...
All right. Okay. General reading, Mr. Maurice. Here we go.
He shuts me up. Never get my share of coffee. Actually, I could not drink as much as him. Hey, Divine You. I see you there. So when did you come in? I see.
She's been here for a while.
Okay.
See,
Yeah, I seem
we
to
rely
have-
on Violet so much with the list.
I know, I seem to have lost the rest of the list. No wonder I thought I was doing so well. Well, we better get a move on. Okay. And I'll add those to the list. I apparently stopped at Mama T, but I see Sile.
Time
All
to turn on the speed, as my old boss used to say. I always hated when she said that. Turn on the
I
speed.
think any boss that says that, I would not.
Pretty true.
Anyway.
She also had some other classics. When she criticized me for certain things, she would say, "You were told." Cut.
I am?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. O.
Yes, and I thought about that too, Angel, and I didn't remember.
Yes, that's true. That is true.
Okay.
Sile.
So, Mr. Maurice, your general reading starts with the Two of Discs upright. Then we have King of Discs, King of Pentacles. That one's reversed. And then we have the reversed Six of Wands, Six of Rods.
So what's the first one again? The two?
The Two of Discs upright.
Well, you know, it seems like you're holding your own right now, Mr. Maurice, in some situation, but it's not easy. You know, you feel like, you know, that life is kind of disordered right now for you. That King of Discs there indicates that, you know, it's kind of taking a lot out of you to try to maintain that balance in your life, maybe between work and pleasure, or maybe just on the work front, or in one specific area of your life. And the Six of Wands here indicates that right now you feel like there's no satisfaction here, like you're not making, you know, you're not getting the victory or the accomplishment or the achievement or the recognition for what you've been doing, you know, that you feel you deserve.
Yeah, I think that Six of Wands reversed is mostly about the sense of recognition that is rightfully yours, or that you strongly feel is. The Two of Discs upright says you have incredible sense of timing and balance, so you mostly are able to handle these situations without necessarily tipping anyone else's awareness one way or other. In other words, you have a good poker face when you have to deal with managers or other people. You don't necessarily let them see maybe what you're really thinking. And some of that's tied up too in your sense of timing. You know when to play them or when to fold, as another
Know when to hold them and when to fold them.
As another poker analogy goes. So you're really good with that. And you may be needing it because the King of Discs reverse does seem to indicate that there's a flux going on with some of the security or material issues around you. It could be that you may be moving into more problems with maybe either layoffs or disruptions in work. I don't think this is a personal thing directed against you. I could be wrong. I sort of feel this is more like mechanics around you, because the king is sort of in control, and so he's reversed. It's sort of like not in your control exactly.
Is it my turn or yours?
Yes, it is your turn.
Okay.
Two. 4 minutes ago. So let's see what that Lenormand will tell us.
All right.
Damn mice.
Darn mice.
Those itty bitty little mice.
So we've got the mice and we've got the heart again. So I think something is making you feel heartsick, whether it's related to work, whether it's related to relationships. There's definitely some, feeling emotional distress. And it could be something, just little small things that keep adding up. Sometimes the mice are like that it's not any one big thing, but it might be a number of little small things that are causing a little bit of stress or a little bit of heartache in your life.
Well, right. I often feel that sometimes the Lenormand is not necessarily related to the main
But
thing.
I feel it is here.
But I think you're corroborating for us that
yeah.
it is that way too. That it's just stress, Stress, once you get to be a certain age, like our age or possibly your age, stress really affects your health, even if it's not... even if it's mostly in your heart as opposed to, specific organs or so. I think this is saying it is a lot of worry for you. Remember, we see you really having some strength, some ability to hold your own here. It just may feel like it's not really moving quickly right now. We can't see that. We see that situation moving quickly for you.
Yeah, I wish we had better news for you, Mr. Maurice, but that looks like the way things are right now at this point in time. Good luck navigating that. And like I said, you are holding your own. Continue to hold your own until, the energy shift or until maybe you can find your way through this. So good luck with that.
I'm one of those people that likes to think that people with a good heart do ultimately win out over the poisoned heart kind of thing. And, mice nibbling away at a heart, that's kind of poison. So.
Yeah, it was funny. We got both hearts there like that.
Yeah, it is kind of funny.
They put that
so
in there for
our best to you
Lenormand.
always, Mr. Maurice. We really appreciate everything you do.
Thank you so
Thank you for
much.
your donations.
And Kara, I believe you are up. I hope I'm right. Yes, I'm right. Yeah, the Lenormand decks are really cool. They're simple images.
Okay.
I've
good
been
luck.
thinking, I've been
about it.
trying to talk my artistic granddaughter into working on a special themed Lenormand deck with me, but I can't. Well, she's a teenager.
Mr. Maurice, I wish you luck with that, and I just decided to, on a whim, look at the bottom card, and I pulled the sun. So I sort of feel like maybe this is a sign that it'll be a good decision for you. I hope so. You're welcome.
Yes, well, hopefully that'll work out. Sun is a sure sign of success. So it's just rough right now. All right, Kara, what do you guys want you to know or to tell you? Is it my deck? It is my deck.
I know what they want to tell you, Kara.
Stop goading Sonny. He is so fast asleep on the couch right now. He really is. He's like a little round ball of fur there.
You're welcome. I really hope it works out.
So I saw the cutest video today on Twitter for Valentine's Day. It's from that darn cat owl kitty. And it was the Titanic one with Owl Kitty on the Titanic. And it was so cute. It really was.
I love Owl Kitty.
Look up Owl Kitty on YouTube for some fun videos. They're really fun.
Owl Kitty really reminds me of our own Shadow.
Yes, of course.
Shadow almost purrs the same way that
Shadow
Owl
has a
Kitty
personality that if only she was a little bit more chill, we could do some fun things with her. Yeah, absolutely. All right. We have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is reversed. But then we have the Princess, the Page of Wands upright. And we have the Nine of Wands upright. So what does this mean? What do your guides want you to know? Your guides want you to know that, maybe sometimes you feel emotionally insecure in some ways, that you are not ready to move forward. You know, maybe you don't feel like, maybe emotionally you don't feel like you have what it takes to move forward in some area of your life, be it in romance, be it in, career, or in projects or goals that you have. But the Princess of Staves says, there's good news coming to you. There's good news that may change that. And are you ready for it? Are you emotionally ready for it? This could be the start of a relationship. Sometimes the Page of Wands talks about the beginning of a new romance, beginning of a new job or goal or dream or project. So the Nine of Staves is saying, be prepared, get yourself ready. Spirit is telling you they want you to be ready to embrace something new in your life.
And I feel that maybe in some ways this thing may be something that you're already aware of, that maybe has kind of come around before, but maybe it didn't go well. But so maybe this may be another opportunity at something that's already happened. And it may be that you might be inclined to not feel emotionally sound with it. That's that Queen of Cups. But I think that the spirit guides are saying, no, give a sense of trust here. This may be a new opportunity to complete that or to try that again, and that it will probably be more successful than it was.
And let's do the Lenormand. Is it you, I believe? Yeah, because I picked those darn mice last time.
We're always picking the mice between us.
It happens.
I hate Mises to pieces.
Mises to pieces.
Who used to say that? Somebody used to say that.
Was it your brother?
No, it was a cartoon. I hate
okay.
Mises to pieces. I'm trying to remember. It was a cartoon character. Oh well, maybe I'm lying.
Maybe you are.
So we have pulled our two cards, and your first card is the Crossroads, Kara, and then that's followed by Mars.
Wow, that looks like maybe a decision has to be made about somebody in your life. A friend of yours, maybe, or there's something at a crossroads here. This could be a relationship, like I said. Maybe it's pointing to that, possible start of something with the Page of Wands there, the Princess of Wands. But it could also indicate somebody is at a crossroads with now making a decision about you, or you making a decision about them.
Well, I'm wondering, are you getting ready to go into space with Elon Musk to Mars?
Wait a minute.
Okay, no.
Will you stop that? Wait a minute though, Kara. Didn't you have a situation with a friend? Is it a male friend that we were talking about recently? Maybe this is about to come up again where they're making a decision about something.
Well, and I did sort of feel from the first set of cards that this might be another go at something again. So I don't know, but it sort of seems like you're coming around to this, whether it is the first or second time or whatever, and it may be about another person.
Spirit might be telling you that this is about to take a turn of some sort, whether it's back or the other way. I think there's going to be something happening there.
Thank you. I knew it was a cartoon. I remembered it, but I couldn't quite remember
Pixie
it.
and Dixie, the mice.
Okay.
Huh. I have no idea. But anyway, that's what we have for you, Kara. Good luck with that. We're going to keep rolling. Mr. O, Sonali is
keep rolling.
Do we have a question from Sonali?
I thought they wanted a divine message for their elder sister. Violet typed it in.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Okay, so I'm going to go back.
There it is. Thanks, Violet.
Thank you. I'm going to go back to the final rose. And we don't even have a whole bunch
we have about 10 readings left, so we're going to keep rolling.
We're going to keep rolling, but we don't even have like a spread for Super Bowl. We're just going to heat up some leftovers.
No, we have some good leftovers. So I have some great chicken.
They're good leftovers.
Shawarma from the other
Chicken
day.
shawarma, because we felt like the Avengers.
Sure.
We are the Avengers, my friend.
Okay, divine message for elder sister.
We drove the cat mad. We did.
It does look like overtime, Angel.
Just like the Super Bowl.
Well, it might be. I did say it was going to be a hard-fought game, so we'll see if that holds out.
Where's my water boy?
I guess I'm mixed about whether it's going to be a high or low scoring game. I almost feel like it could be low scoring, but I think both teams know how to move this football, so it could be high scoring but close, back and forth.
Okay, Sonali, for your elder sister, the reversed King of Roses, which is the King of Wands.
Yes.
The executive producer. Then we have the reversed Justice.
True,
I think,
Angel.
Right? 11.
Yes, number 11 is Justice, the hot seat, because that's like a judging
So that's
kind of
reversed.
card.
That's Justice reversed.
Okay.
And then our upright card is the Empress, the Bachelorette.
Very nice.
And it's upright. So this is for your sister.
I feel like the divine message here is the first one is what again?
The King of Wands
the King
reversed.
of Wands reversed. Is that maybe not to push too hard right now. Not to push too hard because other people may view the divine message might be other people may view it in the wrong way. Pushing an agenda, pushing things too hard, asserting yourself too much. But just quietly go about the business of manifesting what she wants. So in other words, whatever she's hoping to desire or create, the Empress says it's really possible. This is a very productive time. But do it without making a lot of waves. Do it without pushing too hard. Do it without trying to get, to maybe manipulate others to help you. Try to do it, quietly without that.
Well, I'm wondering, this is like a spiritual message, so I'm
Yes.
wondering, if your sister may have to deal with some issues of unfairness that maybe are actually legal, or maybe not, hopefully not, and it may be antagonism between people or disagreements between people. With the King of Wands, I'm thinking it may not be that so much as just maybe about a sense of people asserting themselves, and maybe she feels she just the situation will just draw her to try to be a little bit more forceful in defending herself in certain situations, the Justice reversed. So I think the spiritual message is that the spirit guides want her to work on her assertiveness to some degree, especially if it comes to where decisions are being made that she needs to stand up a little bit more for herself rather than just accept some of that.
Well, I would agree with that with Justice reversed there. See, I was thinking about people judging harshly because of the way she may approach the circumstance or situation. And others may find an aggressive approach too off-putting. So she does have to watch how she asserts herself. By all means, stand up for yourself. But it's how you do it that people judge you. And so I feel here, though, that if she puts forth her best creative self, her best, as a matter of fact, the fact that she cares, to show that she really cares about herself and about others and is looking for the best possible outcome for everybody involved, that would be more helpful at this point.
All right, so now we move to the Lenormand to see what that might tell us. Usually it's about more concrete kind of things.
Usually.
Usually.
Till we get something that's way out there in left field. All right. we have,
We have the tree.
and I'm wearing a tree like that.
You are. Yeah, you are.
I
Really.
am.
And we have the clover.
And we have the clover. So basically, I think right now is a good time for her to stand tall and stand strong. It's like Mr. O said, in a way that she benefits by standing up for herself, most definitely, but also showing, and also that there is some luck and synchronicity with what's going on right now. Whatever is going on is a real time of where fate has something to do with what's going on here. Maybe the situation Spirit is saying is come about because she needs to grow from this experience right now.
Right. The spirit guide could be saying that there's growth that needs to happen and maybe particular emphasis on health, and somehow, some way, something fateful will happen that will be good. I wouldn't call it good luck. I would just call it maybe a sense of interaction with spiritual components. Like maybe it is really coming because there's something she needs to do and Spirit wants to make sure she gets it done.
Well, as I'm thinking about this in retrospect here, I would say this, Sonali, in closing. If it, the divine might be saying, if your sister feels as though things have not been balanced and things have not been going her way, that other people have not been treating her fairly in some manner, that fate may intervene in this. If she stands up for herself and stands tall and continues to be the caring, nurturing sort of person she is, she doesn't let this taint her in any way, I think fate will intervene and things will right themselves. She will grow stronger through this experience. And that's what we have for you, Sonali. Good luck with that.
And I'm going to call out to Claudia. I know that Violet's looking for her in the chat room. Claudia, it's your turn. However, because we're really cramped here and moving towards overtime, we may move quickly on to the next person if Claudia is not here. We don't see her shortly.
We can always fit Claudia back in if she comes back.
Put her into the end.
But let's give it a moment. Is there any other announcement you want to make? Oh no.
If you didn't see it this morning, it was really hot. You should check out Banshee's Material Matters.
Hot stuff.
It was hot stuff, absolutely. Get your weekly tarot keys to success, business, education, and finance. And no Claudia, so I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, let's go with Apple and Eve, and if Claudia comes back in, we will fit her right in. Okay. So Apple and Eve is up. I know we have a delay sometimes, which is why I don't like to just quickly move.
And nothing personal. We realize that sometimes we do get backed up, and we realize that sometimes people
can't wait
and may leave. So we will, try to give them a moment or two to respond, but we just end up wanting to work through the list.
All right, well, we'll see.
Life path purpose sounds good. Aww. Thank you, Little Magic.
Well, thank you, Little Magic. I so appreciate that. Life path purpose for Apple and Eve.
It's your deck, isn't it? All right.
Yep.
Yeah, we're taking Apple and Eve.
All right, and I'm going to be using the Shadowscapes.
All right. And for those in the chat room, Apple and Eve has really good programs with astrology and tarot too. The singing drum meditations are really nice, so check that out. That's Apple and Eve Tarot. Good friend.
Mr. O. And I'll pass these along to you. Okay, I can't wait any longer. It's chocolate time. Oh! Chocolate and gooey caramel. And actually, it's not Godiva, it's Ghirardelli chocolate today. here's how I like my hearts.
You're welcome, Apple. All right. Mrs. TFT. Don't talk with your mouth full.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, I love chocolate-covered cherries. Life path purpose. Okay, first card is the reverse Nine of Cups.
Followed by
The Sun.
followed by
The Hermit.
wow.
Wow, indeed, eh? You?
Well, I'm going to let you go because I'm eating chocolate.
Well, with the Nine of Cups reversed, this could be saying that a lot of times you feel maybe your life path purpose is not necessarily to enjoy life on a super emotional, comfortable level of some sort, or to have certain enjoyments of life. Maybe this isn't going to totally be over you, but the Sun sort of is the opposite of that and says that there's true enlightenment in its wake for you, that there's success maybe, and maybe the success doesn't necessarily pertain exactly to that. The Hermit, maybe it's also about too the idea that the wisdom you're able to find for yourself, your job, your purpose really is to continue to move those things. And maybe this says that you're dispelling the bad emotions for others when you do your readings and stuff, that your purpose is really to work for the benefit of light.
It's pretty clear to me, Apple and Eve, your life path purpose is to be the bearer of light and wisdom to others. That's where, you shine with the Sun being there. That's your success. That is your goal. But sometimes it seems as though you feel as though there's always something more to achieve in this regard, even though you clearly do so much good here. You want something more. It just seems as though you're always seeking, you're always attaining. And in that respect, you're kind of really fulfilling your life purpose, because truly, I always go back to what is called the charge of the goddess, and if that which you seek you cannot find within yourself, you'll never find it without. And the thing is, to me, is that the end of desire is death. So you're always seeking something more. You're always seeking something higher. And that's just the way it is. We never reach full attainment. And if we did, what else is there to live for?
Good night, Jackie. Thanks for dropping in
Take care,
today.
Jackie.
Appreciate it. I think you're getting that last bit from that.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
And that's so awesome. I think I kind of overlooked that there. I looked at it just more from that just, emotional, needy stuff in a way. I like that. So I think I just want to go on to the Lenormand now.
And as the goddess says, for I am with you from the beginning, but I am that which you seek at the end of desire. And end of desire is the end of your life. And so I always love that. I always love the charge. Whoa.
So the rider, and then you, or the archetype.
So life purpose, you know what? You might be getting, Spirit might very well be sending you a message about your life purpose. The rider, of course, is about news and movement. Or you might be making some moves and shifts in, what you have been doing, to enhance, what you are doing now. There is definitely something coming your way. Could it be romance? Well, it could be. It's Cupid in this deck, but...
This is Super Tarot Love Month, so stranger things have happened.
But I really feel like, this could also be saying again that your life purpose is sharing, news and information to others. Again, it kind of falls in with, I feel, the Hermit card there.
Yeah, there's, I'm drawing a blank and really saying anything, different or better than what Banshee said, but I think this is really saying is you are looking at those directions in front of you. You're looking at that crossroads, that idea. Well, it's not the crossroads, but you're looking at that idea of bringing the message out there. You are the one bringing that message. You're the bringer.
And that's what we have for you, Apple and Eve. Wow. Awesome
Sharing is
reading,
caring.
really. Boy, when I pulled that Nine of Cups reversed, I'm like, oh man, where is this going?
I didn't want to see that.
But as soon as I saw the other two cards, I knew.
I know exactly. With the Hermit there. I think in this case, so clearly it's just really talking about
it's just talking about
the
you.
archetypal hermit who brings wisdom.
You being the light bearer, and with the sun there, I mean, it's just a very successful path you are on. The Hermit has that lonely sound to it, but people like us, we're used to sometimes having a lot of distance between us and others. And why? Because sometimes people are concerned that we can read and know things about them.
There's a bit of sun in that lantern that the Hermit carries.
There's a bit of what?
The sun.
The sun in that lantern, yeah. And so I feel like there is that, but that does not mean you live a lonely existence. It does not. There's always people gravitating around us. Good luck, Apple and Eve.
Thank
All
you
right, Claudia, if you are not back, we're going to move on to, I think it is a cell. A cell. Are you still hanging with us?
Right. Well, actually, Violet has put the question in, what am I not seeing about my career choices?
Okay. All right.
So I have my Adrian Tarot for that.
All right. Let's go ahead and do it.
And we'll just go right ahead.
All right. So now we're moving on the bottom. Oh, boy. Let's see. 8 more readings, Mr. O, counting a cell.
Loving the chat, loving Deepak and Apple and everyone else with their
welcome,
comments
Apple.
and information. Thank you so much, and you're very welcome.
And Little Magic said goodbye earlier, so.
Did say goodbye.
All right.
All heralded by Violet's loving touch in the moderation department.
Yes, we are definitely going into overtime today. No more readings after Divine You. That'll be the last. I believe Divine You was last. Yeah. Oh, Violet Lotus. After Violet Lotus. So that's actually 9 readings. We're getting there.
What, me worried?
Hey, just as long as I'm in time for kickoff tonight for the Super Bowl. Gotta watch those commercials.
It's true.
All right.
I heard there'll be a trailer for Doctor Strange.
Oh, no.
And I can't wait. Doctor Strange is literally my favorite superhero. One of them.
Oh, it's one of my favorites, along with Thor.
Ah, I like what Divine calls us. Divine Universe calls us her lovely couple, and I've changed that to Tarot's lovely couple. We are Tarot's lovely couple. Okay, a cell. That's the 9 of Cups reversed.
Wow, 2 readings in a row. We start with that with 2 different decks.
Followed by the Knight of Swords reversed. Whoops. And then Judgment reversed.
Well, what are you not seeing about your career choices? Are you not going for things that really fulfill you and make you feel satisfied? Is it lacking material success, or is it really lacking emotional fulfillment, emotional, spiritual fulfillment? In other words, do you feel like you are not enriched by the choices you have made? And that Knight of Swords kind of indicates that too to me, that maybe, you rushed into making some decisions now that you regret as far as your career has gone. And judgment indicates to me that maybe now you're starting to sense that a little bit here. That maybe, you realize that maybe you missed some opportunities, or, you weren't awake enough in the past to realize this. And now it's starting to come to that point with you where you realize that maybe you do need to make some changes.
Well, that Nine of Cups reversed, I've been thinking about this for a minute or two, and I'm thinking that what you're not seeing is that maybe you didn't realize you were passing over ones that maybe you shouldn't have, that maybe what you thought were things you didn't care about, maybe those were opportunities that might have been something you should have thought about. So it's kind of like that, crying over spilled milk. You may never know that. You may never know that, but it may be that that's what happened there. The Knight of Swords maybe suggests to me that there were some things that you were overly forceful on, or you felt you were. Maybe you felt that you just brought destructive effects to certain opportunities or to certain chances you might have been. Maybe you thought you said more or implied more than you needed to in order to partake of that opportunity. Judgment reverse maybe is the hardest one too, because it's probably saying that you're judging yourself, and so you're creating
It's a good point.
some sense of self-esteem that's not good for you in this.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with what I said in the beginning there, but I'm looking at what he said with judgment reversed, and that's kind of resonating with me. Maybe what it is saying, Asal, is, do not be so hard on yourself for what has ever happened here with your career thinking. It's never too late to shift gears and change your mind. I went back and got a degree later in life that served me well for a long time. So, whatever decisions you have made that may have not been in your best interest, whatever moves that you have made aggressively or otherwise that just didn't turn out, there's always hope in the future. If you judge yourself too harshly, though, and critically, though, you might be closing yourself off to trying something new or trying to see a better future for yourself.
Just by virtue of the fact that judgment has a binary quality in and of itself, it can be changed once you are able to apply those perspectives you're gaining to the situation and to really ease up on yourself, forgive yourself, tell yourself you're just going to try to do better.
Yeah. Is it mine?
Yes.
It is mine. Okay.
Thank you, Divine. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, you're all so sweet.
We love what we do here. We just do. And I know most of our fellows out there who do this too, with their blogs and their posts and their videos. We're all like that. This is just really part of the tribe, the healing community, the community that hopes to spread
the community that cares. There we go. I like that. What's this?
All right, what you got? We've been doing your reading. I hope you got that. You might have to back up a little bit.
Yeah, so we are doing your reading right now. We're at the end of it. So you'll have to back up and watch, okay?
These are your final two cards?
These are your final two cards. And you do feel here like you are blocked in some way from moving forward, that maybe, that opportunities seem few and far between right now, that you feel like things are a bit of a struggle, for sure, as far as, your career aspirations go. But that doesn't mean that you should give up.
I'm thinking, too, this is saying, too, that particularly you might be feeling that you are hoping for communication or return communication on what some of these opportunities could have been, and you're feeling like it's very slow or it's a struggle. Maybe you're not thinking you're going to get it. So it's mostly about you just trying to find some level of confidence, like I said, the self-esteem issues, and give it time. I would just implore you, to ask us again about this in a couple of weeks if you haven't received the news that maybe this card suggests you're waiting for. So good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck moving forward, Estelle. Never give up, and don't give up on yourself. That judgment reversed indicates to me that don't be that hard on yourself. We may have made missteps in our past that we regret now, but that doesn't have to define your future.
Who doesn't make mistakes?
And that's what we've got for you. All right, January girl, are you still with us? I believe it's January girl. Am I right? No,
No,
I'm
it was
wrong.
supposed to be Angel Mary.
Did I miss Angel Mary on this list? Oh my gosh. Sorry, January girl. You
I don't
admit.
see January girl here. Did she? Sometimes she says she's not here for a reading, just to,
Oh yeah,
say
not
hi.
on the list, so maybe she did not want to be.
Violet,
So-
you probably know that better than we do. So we're looking for Angel Mary, and if not, then Deepak is next. Cross your fingers, Deepak.
Yep. Okay, Angel Mary. Yeah, we'll give Angel Mary a few minutes.
So we've loved being here today, and if you do watch the Super Bowl, if we're right, you have to tell us immediately, but we'll probably find out too.
Okay, she did pop in momentarily, so
She does that, so I wouldn't worry
that.
about it. She just pops in sometimes just to say hi. If she is out there, she'll tell us, and then we'll figure it out.
We'll give Angel Mary just a little longer. I see your question there, Deepak. That's okay. We can do that.
So if anybody out there does a tarot deck and wants us to use it, we would give you credit for it. Of course, we have to get a hold of that deck. So that's what this screen is talking about. It's a little hard to discern that. But just killing a little time to see if Angel Mary shows up. But I think we're going to go on to Deepak.
And we can always add Angel Mary in if she returns. Okay?
So is it my deck or yours? I guess I just used mine, so it's yours. Yeah, don't worry about it, Violet. That's January girl.
Yeah, we're good. Oh, my deck?
I believe so.
Okay.
Career, future, and love.
Career, future, and love. So that's 3 things. How do we want to do that?
I don't know. One for each?
So we'll do like 3, well, or 2. Well, we could, but it never gives enough info.
I know. It's my turn to have a chocolate covered
Oh.
caramel heart.
Oh, Violet Ann came. Hey, Violet Ann. Good to see you. I don't know. We might be able to squeeze you in. Some people have come and gone here, so we'll see what we can do. We're already into overtime as it is. It's been a crazy fun show today.
I'm super good with that.
All right, Mr. O. I'm still thinking about how to do this. Mr. O, the chocolate man. He bought him, too. Yay.
Couldn't resist.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It's got to be for Super Tarot Love Month. Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. We'll see if we can do it, Violet Ann. We have a few in front of you yet, though. We're working on Deepak. That leaves 1, 2, 3,
so
4,
if you can wait.
5. So you'd be 6th. All right. Oh, I didn't even decide how to do this yet, but I think I do know. So we are going to do this.
All right.
So let's look at career first. Wow, we have the 6 of Wands there for you, Deepak, and the 9 of Pentacles. So if you're not experiencing this right now, I would say that things are looking pretty positive on the career front. The 6 of Wands indicates a victory of some sort, possibly a promotion or gaining something that you desire, a job, promotion, some raise in pay. Because that 9 of Pentacles seems to look like, too, that you'll be sitting pretty comfortably.
There's a great
with that.
level of comfort there with that, and then there's a great level of winning with this. So in pertaining to your question, it almost looks too like I'm just going to infer that maybe you're single, and so you're really enjoying being single. But you may not necessarily be, but maybe you're enjoying life like you're single, not so much in terms of romance or affections, but
You're getting that from the
of
9,
life.
right? You're getting that from the 9.
Yeah, quality of life.
I would just say, yeah, maybe you are, but I would just say that you are very comfortable with your material position right now.
Her 2, that's her lucky number 2.
Yeah, that's my number. That's my life path number, matter of fact. All right, so let's see. So there was career and future was next. Let's take a look at that. Oh, okay, future. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's judgment reversed in the future. And the Five of Pentacles. So what goes up must come down. The future could have some little turmoil. It may be that you have a reawakening in a different way. I feel you're a spiritual person, of course, because you're here and stuff. But I sort of feel there's something else that maybe spiritually is going to happen to you. Will be like a whoa moment. And it may be really about, you looking into your life and realizing where there truly are still some empty places that you need to figure out what's going on there, maybe.
It's another one of those combinations that's a little bit challenging. And I would say that, I almost feel the same kind of feeling I'm feeling when it came up before with judgment. That, there are times where you may feel that that you don't belong, or you have a hard time finding exactly where you do belong in your future. You may feel as though you have no place at the table, whether it's in your career or whether it's in your social circles or social life. Sometimes you feel as though that you haven't. You feel outside. You're from the outside looking in all the time, but again, the Judgment card is indicating not to be that hard on yourself. You deserve joy. You deserve having your place at the table. And if it's a matter of your social circle, people, you know how sometimes in life you have a group of people, you have a group of friends, but you start to pull apart, you start to become distant from each other. It's just telling you it is time to move to find new friends, to find a new social circle, to find a new clique that you belong in.
She's good.
And finally, I would say, okay, so this is love, right? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, love. Uh-oh. It's the Ten of Cups reversed and the Eight of Swords
reversed.
upright.
Something holds you back in love in a way. Maybe there is some feelings that maybe you don't always feel you deserve certain things, or maybe you feel like fate leaves them away from you. It may not be about what you feel you deserve, but you may feel that somehow fate keeps you from moving there, and it may be yourself that's doing that.
It's true. I look at this and I think, when I see that Ten of Cups reversed, I can't help but wonder if, in love, you've experienced some heartache or some breakup, whether it was a romance or marriage, or if this even relates to your past family life in some way, some disharmony, some unhappiness in the family that maybe now has affected you and how you relate romantically with others. Do you hold back? Do you feel you're not worthy of receiving love from others? Do you feel as though, sometimes you just are afraid to take that step because of heartache and hurt? Well,
And you may be purposely not seeing things that you should see. You actually do see them, but you're just sort of in denial a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, so, there may be, and if you are happily in a relationship right now, loosen up a little bit more.
They're single.
Huh?
They're
Oh,
single.
you are single.
Yeah.
Okay, you did see that. So, so even in a single case, loosen up a little bit more and realize that these hurts and pains from your past, like I've said with others, they should not define you. They are lessons that we just need to absorb and accept and move forward from there. They don't define who you are. They enhance who you are because you grow through. You allow these experiences to grow you.
A person I knew a long time ago who was Hindu said that karma only happens on the earthly plane, and that in between lives or connections, we can't really enact the karma. We have to be here to do that. So I don't know if that's what you're getting at, but I sort of feel that way about all of us too.
Yeah.
So now, how are we doing this part?
Well, that's a good. I just want to do two to see. I just want to see if it emphasizes any particular area. We'll
Okay,
just
so
do one Lenormand for you.
Our first Lenormand is the letter.
Okay. No, bottom.
Oops, sorry. Thank you.
All right.
And then Mars.
Well, okay. So are you expecting news of some sort in some regard, either to your career or either to romantic concerns or something that is affecting your future in some way? It could be a job application. It could be, I'm thinking that some news is pivotal to one of these areas of your life right now. Either you're waiting to hear word from somebody in love or in career or possibly in something that affects your future, which could be maybe an acceptance at a school or college, something like that. That's what it looks like to me.
Right. Some news is coming to you, and it will probably be about some of these things in there. And mostly it just looks like it's good news. You're sort of moving towards that. Despite whatever might have seemed negative here, the news will probably give you perspective or hope for where the future does go.
And that's what we have for you. Thanks for waiting, and thanks for all your participation in the chat today.
Yeah, you're awesome too, you know.
Yeah. So good luck. Good luck with everything.
Ramen Deep, normally what we do is we just kind of intuitively feel based on the question what we can do. So we will certainly do several cards for you. You said...
you know what? I will
career
try what we
future.
could do. Career and future.
2
We'll
and 2.
throw. How about we throw 3 and 3?
Sure, let's
We'll
do that for you.
We'll do that for you today to give you a little bit more perspective. Okay.
Yes, we're like a treasure. Somebody should bury us.
All right. So career and future. Let's see what we've got.
So we're
Mr.
gonna
O, it would be your deck.
We're going to toss 3 cards for you then for each.
Use one of the others, I think.
Okay,
this time.
I'm going to
Sorry.
use the Tarot Northern Shadows. So we're going to give you 6 cards. 3 for career and 3 for future.
Hey, we're getting to the bottom of the list there. Sorta. Bottom half. So Mama T, I think I have next after this, I believe.
You're welcome, Deepak.
Yep.
Hope we see
So
you
after
again.
Mama Deep is Mama T, Sile, Deep Shrika, Divine You, Violet Ann. Yep, okay.
This is so exciting. It really is.
No, I think some of the readings have been very, very good today. You know, we
Yeah.
have our off moments, and I'm not sure everybody's reading resonated today, but I think this has been a good day overall.
I wish I could manifest Sunny for you, but I can't.
He's still asleep.
He is asleep. I can try to get the
But
camera.
you know, the more we go into overtime, now don't show the house and mess.
Do you see him over there, right there by my finger? That's him laying on the couch.
Anyway.
So, he kissed you. Honest, he did. He said, like, yeah, Kira, I'm kissing you.
At any rate, the closer it gets to his dinner time, though, he
He
might
won't
end
be
up
sleepy.
coming up here.
He won't be sleepy when it's dinner time.
All right.
All right. Here we go, Ramen Deep. I'll
You
let
want
you
me
pull.
to do that? Yep. All right. All right, so let's look. The first one is career. And we have the 7 of Rods reversed, the 7 of Wands. We have the Hanged Man upright. And we have the 5 of Pentacles, which has come up, or coins in these few readings, and it is reversed this time. I think that's interesting to me here. So, okay. I think here, Ramandeep, is 7 of Wands is saying that right now you just don't feel like you are in a good position career-wise. You don't feel comfortable with the way things have been going. You constantly feel like you have your back against the wall, kind of. Would you say that?
It may feel also too really like you just know you need to kind of remove yourself from the situation, from involvement in general. It may or may not be something you are really standing up for. I sort of feel it is because it's related to career.
Yeah, and the Hanged Man is saying, okay, maybe it's time to take some steps back and really focus and analyze on just what it is you are looking for. The Hanged Man is about gaining perspective, gaining a new perspective, looking at things more objectively, but also maybe looking at things from a different point of view. Sometimes we get tunnel vision, when we're thinking about our lives and where we want to go. Maybe you have to broaden your perspective more.
So related to the idea of career is the question of your feeling that either you may have to change things or give up things, or that you may have to just understand something differently or bring that understanding more into your physical movements and actions.
So, yeah, and with the Five of Pentacles reversed there, the Five of Coins, I feel like it's saying that, you have felt pretty much like there was just no hope. I'm just being left out of the loop. I can't seem to find a place for myself. But that card is reversed here. And so what it is saying is seek out help and support. Maybe you just need to talk to somebody about this, talk to somebody you trust, or seek out an advisor, seek out career counseling, seek out something that can help you find your way, because you will find your way. I feel with the Five of Pentacles, you may find your way through the help of somebody else.
That's a good point, because I think the Five of Pentacles has a quality about institutions about it, the sense of maybe somebody who can provide succor, calmness, whatever resources. So I do feel that's true, that maybe a large part of that is knowing how to find that. And maybe that's where the Seven of Wands comes in, is that as you move away from situations that are not fruitful, your job search perhaps, or what you're trying to do to advance yourself, you may have to look equally towards something else that really just can give you more help, a counselor, a job counselor, or somebody who can talk to you about job training, perhaps.
Okay, let's look at the future. We have Death reversed here. We have Justice reversed. But we have the Page of Discs upright. So I think, the future holds a time here where, you have to, I think, there's a real call here for you to become more flexible, to become more flexible, mutable, because the Death card is indicating stagnation if you don't. If you're stuck in your ways, and if you're stuck in your mindset, if you're not going to change your perspectives at all, because I don't know why, I think that Justice goes hand in hand with the Hanged Man there. So I don't know if this is relating to your career in the future or not, but this could be relating to other things. You need to be more flexible and more objective, because if you, like I said, if you don't think outside the box, and if you think same old patterns, it's going to get you nowhere. And look, the Page of Discs is here, and the Page of Discs is saying there are opportunities for growth in your future. And could be even in career or material matters, but you have to put yourself in the mindset to find it.
I think that the Page of Discs kind of, just as you thought Justice correlates to the Hangman, I think the Page correlates to that Five a little bit, because I think that's saying that you have to really be willing to try to focus yourself to expand this way. And that I think this is saying there are opportunities that are education related. I sort of see that there. It's more about maybe the idea of learning. So I think a large part of what your career stuff is that you need to advance yourself from a skill level or a knowledge level, or a little bit of both. I think that's really clear. I think that the stagnation is going to affect you on that inner level of feeling, and maybe that will also make you feel too at some point, like Banshee said, that it's really about evaluating your own perspectives and changing attitudes that aren't serving you as well.
Yeah, I don't know. It still seems like some of this stuff is in a holding pattern.
Yeah.
But also, I do like what you said about the Page of Pentacles. I keep forgetting that aspect of it, that there is kind of a student or an idea of an apprenticeship here. But what that could mean, Ramandeep, is that you may have to start at an entry level somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, you may feel like you want to pursue, you want to be in a higher spot, but you may have to do entry level somewhere.
And that maybe takes me to the Hanged Man too, which maybe is saying is that some of this is maybe it's I don't mean any offense, but maybe there's some pride levels within yourself that you have to also deal with on what you feel you can do without thinking less of yourself. Remember, there's some self-esteem going on here too. You should not think less of yourself if you do have to start at the beginning in career or in certain areas, because we're all at different levels moving up or down. We all are. And I don't know who did that, but we'll
Was
try
that
to fix
me?
it. No, it might have been me, I think. I think it was me. Sorry. Okay, so what do we got? We have the mountains, or the clouds, I'm sorry. I caught myself.
You did.
And the star. The clouds and the star.
Clouds in your coffee. There was a song about that once. But anyway, no. Actually, what this means, Ramandeep, is that I see it here. I see here that you have a lot of pessimism and doubts and worries, and they're definitely valid, you know. You feel them. You really feel it deeply. The star is here to tell you, though, that, you know, they're not to give up hope, to try very, very hard to start looking for the light, as hard as it may seem. But I feel here that it is sensing, you know, the Lenormand is picked up really clearly here, because the clouds is about depression. The clouds can be about not seeing things clearly. Everything seems foggy right now and uncertain, and that's what you're dealing with. But the star is saying here, there is hope. There is hope. Don't give up yet.
I think that there's even more than hope, because I think the star sort of indicates something fortuitous will happen for you. And I don't want to leave you with any false hopes. You know, we don't feel that tarot and readings are anything more than a snapshot in time, and that circumstances could bring different outcomes, but we are pointing trends out to you that we see and giving you things to think about. And I do feel that despite the idea that maybe there are some things that feel depressive at this point, that the stars shine through the clouds. When you look up in a cloudy sky at night, you can always see the stars behind it. And I just think that it's a matter of time, but something will be coming to you. That light will be coming to you. I really hope so.
Do hang in there. I feel here, though, that a lot is going to fall on you and your mindset and your attitude and your willingness to be flexible and to change if necessary, you know, your ideas of where you should be. That's what we have for you. I wish you the best with that, Ramandeep. Good luck with that. Hey, Mama T, you are up. All right. Mama T wanted a general, I think, or am I wrong?
Yes, she did. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to pass
Violet
this
wrote
your
that
way.
in first. And you're welcome. You're welcome.
And you can pull up your cards. And I'll go back to this deck.
I hope you'll be back. We missed 420.
Why is that a thing? Oh, I know why, of course. I know why. I'm a
Teasing.
Michigander.
Hi, Mama T.
Hey, Mama T. All right.
Thank you for your donation.
We got you covered. Thanks for sticking with us into this big overtime session.
Overtime.
Shuffle, Mr. O.
You know, the only thing wrong with having overtime?
What?
Sometimes I need a bio break.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I didn't say I did right now. I didn't say that.
Well, we can't, how should I say this? Have a porta...
Depends.
Can't have a porta potty here. It's not like putting a pitcher of coffee on the table.
No, it isn't. Bad visual. Bad visual.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have here. Okay, we got the Emperor reversed. We have the Queen of Cups reversed. And then we have the Four of Wings upright. You know,
That's
Mama
the swords,
T,
right?
Yeah, this is the Four of Swords upright. This is really funny to me, Mama T, because I know something you've been doing lately, and it almost fits right into that, but I'm going to go beyond that a little bit here. I may tell you about it later in a DM, but the Emperor is about somebody who, you know, maybe has some power over issues, some control issues. You may be dealing with such a person, you know, somebody who just constantly is trying to exert their authority over you. And, you know, you find it to be very annoying. You know, you just get yourself very upset about it emotionally. And, you know, the Four of Wings indicates to me that, I guess I'm getting into it right now anyway, I sort of am. The Four of Swords indicates to me that, you know, you just need your downtime right now. You don't need to be bothered with this stuff. You need time for yourself for maybe some self-care.
That was the Emperor, right? Yeah. So I think that right now you are experiencing or will be experiencing less autonomy, less control over what you want right now. It may be because you are actually contemplating just sort of taking a hiatus from activities, or it is advised to do that. The other factor about that, of course, is that Queen of Cups reversed. And this is saying that really emotionally, this is a time that's hard for you right now. And I think that one leads to the other, that you should probably consider the hiatus or a cessation of some of your activity. I'm not saying become a hermit or, you know, drop off of Twitter or whatever, but I am saying that maybe you just need to take a little time to work on yourself, the self-care, especially from the emotional angle. You got a lot going on, and you need to find a way to find some peace.
So anyway, Mama T, I was thinking particularly of your situation with that person who keeps coming over to your place right now and doing little things there that are annoying. You know, but on a broader level, this could deal with your own self-control issues. Maybe you feel you're not in your power right now. And, you know, and you just feel like maybe it has to do with feeling blue or a little depressed, that you're just not feeling like in your power right now. And I think that Queen of Cups is indicating, you know, it could be an emotional thing. And the Four of Wings is saying, yeah, take time to heal. There's no rush. You know, you just need to always take time for yourself.
This is so interesting because we're constantly pulling these
I know
cards
people
here
today.
So we pulled the Venus, which is you, the Inquirer, and we pulled the Tower.
Again, this is a card of maybe isolating or giving yourself some time to heal a little bit. It could also mean that you're dealing with somebody from a governmental agency or some authority figure right now. I mean, it could be that. But I really have the sense here that it's about you needing a little bit of alone time.
This tower is not like the Tarot's tower. So this really is maybe saying you should just find a way to chill more. And I think it's just backing up what we said there, that really this is the time for you to not deal as much with situations around you where you can. Obviously, there are some things you can't just say, oh, I'll be back in 6 months or whatever. You can't. But maybe if you can say to certain people, call me tomorrow, call me next week, I'll be in touch with you soon.
Yep, so that's what we have for you, Mama T. Wishing you luck with that.
Good luck.
And yeah, Seeley may have wandered off as well, so we'll just have to see.
I believe Seeley is overseas, and so that means it's pretty late, so it may be.
We will go past Seeley and go to Deep Shaika, if Deep Shaika is still with us. And if Seeley is here, feel free to chime in, Seeley, and we will fit you in. I just bent my card. I just bent.
Oh, that's a drag, eh?
It is a drag. Darn corner.
You're welcome, Mama Teresa. Thank you.
They're very cardboardy,
You're
this
very
particular set. All right. Okay, Deep Shaka is here. Should I learn coding for software job? Okay, let's take a look at that. We can do that. That'll be 3 cards. Oh, that's an interesting question. Yes, my son is getting into cybersecurity. Definitely plenty of jobs in that area.
Coding will probably be a big thing for a little while still, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Sounds wonderful. I did very minor HTML coding years and years ago. I probably don't remember much of that. Back in the GeoCity days.
Oh my gosh. Okay, dinosaur.
I am a dinosaur. I am a dinosaur. Dinosaur, dinosaur.
All right. One more shuffle. I like shuffling these cards. I could probably ruffle them to death, Mr. O, if I'm not careful.
Love it to death?
Ruffle it.
Well, it's a love deck, so you could love it to death, too.
Well, I could. All right.
I did HTML coding, but I'm not sure what Deep Shika is referring to.
Hey, move on.
Okay, so there's the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Flutes,
Wow.
which is nice. There's the Seven of Wands, reversed. Boy, we're getting a lot. Right?
Yeah,
Seven of
let's come
Wands.
up a bit.
And then we have the Eight of Cups, or Eight of Flutes, reversed.
Oh, it's reversed.
Yeah, Eight of Cups.
Well, we may want to follow this up with a yes/no, but I say here, this is something that I think you could really put your heart into. The Queen of Cups is here upright. It is something that you feel, that you feel like you would really like it, but the Seven of Wands is reversed here, and I don't know whether you feel like maybe you're at a disadvantage, or that that it's an uphill battle for you in some ways to go this route. So I mean, it's as though you feel as though, yeah, I really want to do this, but am I up for this challenge, sort of thing. And the
Eight of Cups reversed.
The Eight of Cups reversed is saying to me, are you maybe thinking in terms of that maybe you might be ultimately exploring something that you've done in the past instead, or something that you were interested in doing in the past instead might call you more. That doesn't mean you won't do this, but it seems like something in the past is calling you more. That's why I want to see maybe with a yes/no, but I also want to do the Lenormand first, I think.
Well,
so go on.
I don't think there's a clear answer from my interpretation here.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel that there's a lot of feeling you have about this, but some of it is mixed feelings, because I sort of feel like maybe you feel like the opportunities won't take you exactly where you want to go, and some of that might be about keeping your hand in on something else. Like maybe you're not totally ready to leave what you're doing now behind. That's what the Eight of Cups reversed is like you're not maybe ready totally to leave what you're doing now behind or where you're at now. So maybe these opportunities might either physically move you or move you in certain other more figurative ways, literally figuratively. And maybe that's where the doubt is coming in. But mostly, I think you like the idea of this change. I think that's the plus in all of that.
So, well, in the other way that I could read this is that if you put your heart, you're going to have to really put your heart and soul into this, and understand that it's not going to be it's not going to be easy at first, because we have that Seven of Wands reversed there. That ultimately maybe it's possible that some of your experiences from the past could benefit you now in this new approach.
So maybe that what this is really saying is keep the options open, but don't necessarily move quickly to or from it. Maybe just investigate it to some degree, because there's probably a lot involved in moving in this direction. You may have to make other changes too. You might have to, be purchasing textbooks or getting other kinds of resources that you'll need for this. I'm not sure, but it sounds like there is a bit to consider there. Are you laughing at the snow, Kara? All right, so we have the
I'm not sure
birds.
that's going to clear anything up.
Because of that?
Yeah.
And then the cross.
Well, I do think that maybe there's some things that have given you some worries or doubts about this. Maybe when talking with others, I don't know if some people are giving you some conflicting advice. Like, for example, some are saying, oh, maybe you would not be happy here doing this, or, and it's giving you some concern or doubts.
It looks like that. It looks like maybe the news you're hearing is what is adding, other people's opinions or other things you're reading or finding out are adding to your sense of doubt or your sense of maybe, negativity about it. But you asked us that, and I think that means that you want to find that hope or want to find that idea that something good can come from it. And I would just have to say a lot of things always will depend on how much effort you can put into it. So it really, in the final analysis, will be how much of it you can devote. And I'm thinking if you love it enough, you will be able to rise to that challenge. But again, you're going to have to find it for yourself to some degree.
Let's just do a quick yes/no on this to see if this would be a path and payoff. And remember, Deep Shaika, just because it says no or maybe no doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't pursue it. It's just the way the cards are looking right now. I just want to see, because of some of the ambiguity here, I do think it's possible, but I don't think it'll necessarily be an easy path for you at this time.
Thanks, Violet, for posting Divine's question. Received. Thank you.
Got it. All right. That was pretty fast. Now, this is leaning towards, yes, you should go for it. That ultimately, look at that. We have the TFT party card.
Four of Wands is our party card, and that basically means there's a lot of happiness in this, and it's sort of like a sense of a shared happiness, like other people will want to celebrate or congratulate you.
Doesn't that feel like it goes with that Queen of Wands there?
I think it does.
I mean, right, go ahead.
So I think this is saying that ultimately, while we said it is your decision, Spirit seems to feel this would probably, or the cards seem to feel this would probably be a good decision. You should consider this because, like I said, with the Four of Wands, this would be something that would sort of complete.
So you did get the two aces, which means it's leaning towards yes. It's not a definite yes. And I think it's just alluding to these other cards that are saying, it's not going to be totally easy street going this route. It will challenge you. But hey, what is life without some challenges, huh?
So I guess right now we're seeing that the cards say you should, kind of resolve, some of your feelings and give it a good consideration to go forward.
Good luck with that.
So thank you, Deep Shaika. Good luck.
All right. Divine U is up, and you said there's a question posted.
Right, Violet had put it in there. It was asking about the
salary hike next month. Okay.
What?
You're the one.
I keep doing it, don't I?
Mr. O. And do I want to use my deck? Because I just used it for the yes/no. I'll use a different deck. All right, so what's it looking like for a salary hike?
We're starting to fall apart. Everything's just sort of scattering around here.
I think that's Mr. O. All right, Mr. O.
You guys are talking coding in the chat room.
Ah.
We are helpless to help you with that.
We We definitely are. Oh, it's okay. Talk away.
No, yeah,
It's
you're
just that
fine.
we can't help with that.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. We love finding out about people, and this is one of the best ways for us to do that is to check it out in the chat room. We know so many great people all around the world. You know, we found out that about 20% of our audience tends to come from overseas, with a lot of them coming from India and other regions over there. Okay, so here we are. We have Temperance as your first card, Divine. And then we have the Chariot. And then we have
The opposite of the Chariot.
the Six of Swords reversed.
Wow, well, this is an enigma, Divine. It looks as though, Temperance is really interesting. I'm hesitant to say that will happen. I almost feel as though things are going to kind of stay as they are. But the Chariot indicates some move forward, some push forward. But if I look at Temperance, Temperance is about balance and stability. And, it almost seems like status quo a little bit if I combine it with the Six of Swords over there. Because the Six of Swords is indicating there's no movement right now. There's a return to, well, I'm not going to say return to conditions as they were, but it almost seems like it's not moving forward. Yet, there's the Chariot. How do I resolve this, Mr.
I think they're going to throw a little merit-based crap at you, and I think they're going to say, well, we want to monitor, where you've been and where you are going. So I think some of this will be you finding, because it's Temperance and the Chariot, the right moment to kind of do the suitable push for yourself, to be aggressive or motivational enough to push for that. But you're going to have to find that moment based on Temperance, because I sort of feel like maybe they wouldn't mind holding you in a holding pattern, or making you feel like you need to wait a little bit, or you need to be there a certain amount of time, which they've already done to you, as I remember. But see, that Six of Swords is always sort of talking about the movement is delayed, or is maybe saying loop back and check it out again. And I'm thinking you don't have to necessarily put up with that, but you just have to find the right moment to insert yourself. And that's what I think Temperance and Justice is telling me.
Justice? That's the Chariot.
The Chariot and Temperance.
Yeah, okay.
I knew that. I said that before.
Yes, you did. So, it's just kind of an enigma. Is it your turn with the Lenormand?
Yes, it is.
I think it is. Let's throw this into the equation. I want to see if it gives us a little more insight here. It is a little ambiguous. I have a feeling that they have future plans to do this, and maybe that's what where the Chariot comes in. Temperance might mean that you will feel comfortable with whatever happens here. Maybe it will be a small little upgrade.
Okay, so our first card is the Garden. We haven't had that today.
No.
And then we have Mars, which we've had, which could be you, the Inquirer. It could represent a person in your life, maybe male, but not necessarily.
Well, maybe you have to communicate and network, but also I wonder here if this means the Garden to me might indicate, your work environment itself, and that there is somebody here who is advocating for you. That you do have somebody out there, in the workplace that is advocating for you.
Well, I actually wonder if this could be the greater workplace, i.e., not just your company, but similar companies. And I'm wondering if this could be a person who might eventually, I don't know that it would be very soon, but might eventually try to bring you to another company or to another position that is more what you're looking for or more what you're trying to get. So I sort of feel that's what I feel there, that this is more a possibility in the future. I don't know clearly how I see that, other than I think it's more than a few months away. I think it's later.
Oh my God. I don't think so. I'm going to stick with what I said, but you're right, I just don't see it in the way I'm reading this. I feel this is in your company or organization now.
The other thing is, of course, is Mars is sort of the kind of god that would ride a chariot. That whole idea of ambition.
I can't rule out the fact. I almost see why Mr. O is saying this, because the chariot could mean that maybe you decide to move on to something else eventually from here. Maybe, you just are tired of the status quo and move to something else. But really, if I'm looking at it in context to your question in the present moment, I'm going to go with what I said. I feel like there's somebody out there that may be your advocate to try to elevate your
Deepak,
salary.
did you think I was trying to get you guys connected for stuff? Because I wasn't. But that's cute.
Ah.
All right. Without knowing exactly her work experience, I would recommend her highly. Divine.
Okay. So that's what we have for you, Divine.
So you're either Aries or Scorpio. We have Mars as a ruling planet too, because those are our signs. Which is which? Okay,
we'll never tell. No, we always tell. Violet Ann, you
I
are
was trying to
up. We're finally at Violet Ann and then Violet Lotus. It could very well be, Divine You. I am in Aries too, Deepak.
I forgive you. Because I forgive her.
Of course, I did sort of hint to that when I talked about my birthday coming up sooner.
Oh, you Aries. I'm all around you. You're all surrounded. Divine, please don't tell me that you're an Aries too. I'm teasing. I'm teasing everybody.
You never know with Mr. O.
Okay, so who are we on now?
There she is, Violet Ann.
All right. How is your love life looking? I'm going to use the final rose for Violet Ann. All right. And hello, Violet Ann. Like a few other people we've mentioned, Violet Ann also has her own tarot show and gives really good readings. So check that out, Violet Ann Tarot. I do forgive almost all Aries.
Oh, did you eat your... Oh, no, you didn't. Okay.
I ate one.
Yeah, you did. I will save my last chocolate for after.
You're a Scorpio? Ah! I love you! That's awesome. It's you and me against all these Aries, right, Divine?
Well,
I love all you guys.
You two and what army can defeat an Aries, even a single Aries? There, I said it.
You see, I'm too much for just one planet. I have to have Pluto, too.
Violet Ann's fire.
Yeah, that's right. Now it's going to be elementals. Where are my water signs? I'm glad you stayed, Violet Ann. I hope that this will be a good reading for you.
And I'm glad you're staying, Violet Lotus. We got to get to you, of course.
There's a fight breaking out in the chat room. Aries and Scorpio. I know they're awesome. She's not the only one I know. I've had some really great Aries friends. In fact, our mutual best friend of 30 years was an Aries. He passed away April in 2009.
On my birthday.
On her birthday.
It was heart-wrenching. It was very heart-wrenching.
But he was our best friend for many years, and he was a true blue Aries, that's for sure. Okay, Violet Ann. Ooh. You have the Five of Rings, which of course is the Five of Pentacles, and it says insecure.
Uh-oh.
Then you have the reversed Four of Mirrors. This one's actually good because it's the Four of Swords reversed.
Yeah.
Of course I like Aries.
But you got another reversal there.
Another
and
reversal.
I'm not liking it.
It's the Ace of Rings or the Ace of Pentacles. The first date, and it's reversed. So we were looking into the basics of your love life, right?
Yeah, how's the love life? So I would say right now, Violet Ann, it's hard to feel like you are, that you are, well, obviously you're not involved right now. You're feeling rather alone. That's that Five of Pentacles where you just sort of feel as though there's nothing out there for me right now. I'm feeling it. Yet there's that Four of Swords upright, and I feel here, or reversed, and I feel here the Four of Swords reversed is saying, but now is the time that you really need to put yourself out there, Put yourself out there and recognize that it may not happen right away, but, because of course we've got that darn Ace of Pentacles reversed, which indicates that things may be off to a slow start, but that should not stop you from trying to put yourself out there. It's going to take time. It's going to take some effort, but it's not a total lost cause. The Five of Pentacles indicates to me that, there's always somebody out there for you. You may not be able to see it because we feel our loneliness or we feel our aloneness, strongly sometimes, so strongly that we feel like we'll never find anybody. But it's not necessarily true. It's up to you to finally get yourself out there and start getting things moving again.
Thanks for reminding me you're a Leo, because of course I think Leo is a very great sign towards normally attracting people towards them. And so I'm feeling like maybe, there's been, something remote going on. Maybe there's been some deeper resonance within yourself about some greater questions, and your love life is only one of them. You're probably dealing with some of the other things that are going on too. And so you're trying to find room for that. But in terms of your general question, it's like what Banshee said. It really is, and you're a Leo, so you can do this. You just have to really find yourself there. And maybe that Five of Pentacles says you've been looking at some of the wrong things to some degree, letting other things kind of depress or overwhelm you in certain ways. So the delay with the first date, the Ace of Pentacles reversed, is maybe just saying really it's not going to be a great length of time, but it's just really when you're able to really put yourself there, and maybe this is not really the time that you've really been able to do that.
Well, and it's really funny because lately I thought we had a little bit more upbeat news for you. So I'm going to end with this somewhat upbeat news for you, Violet Ann. And we have the bouquet came up in, that was actually the second card. But
okay.
We had the first card that showed up is the fish, and then we have the bouquet. So I feel there's somebody out there for you that can bring you great joy. But see, they're out there. They are out there, and they can bring you joy, and they will appear like a gift from the gods, so to speak. But I feel they are out there. The fish is saying there are plenty, that whole idea.
Fish in the sea.
Plenty of fish in the sea. And that one person is still out there for you. And I feel that maybe what it is saying that maybe it's going to be a slow start, but you may find at some point that there is an abundance of opportunities to find the right person.
Having known and been in pretty close relationships with at least a couple of Leos, I know they have very big hearts and are very generous. There are times maybe when they're not always 100% like that. That's usually when somebody else, probably karmically or otherwise, needs to reciprocate. So I'm thinking this does indicate that your big heart, your big sense of love on a grander scale, and I think that's about Leo in a way, will come forth at some point. It's just gotta happen.
Good luck with that, Violet Ann.
Happy Valentine's Day,
Happy
no matter what
Valentine's
happens.
Day. And Violet Lotus. You are up.
I'm cracking up because everybody's going crazy. Moo indeed. Fishy bookies. You guys are so funny.
Lotus.
You guys are insane and I love you all. You're welcome, Violet Ann. Deepak, how come you haven't been here before? You make this so much fun. I mean, everybody does, but you're just hilarious.
Well, you know, even with some of the people who left, we did 19. We're doing our 19th reading. So, actually, maybe it's 20. I might have miscounted. But so we've done very well. All right, Violet Lotus, let's see what you've got. Does remain guide. Say about the outcome of the dispute.
Yes, right. And we sort of picked up a little bit on that, didn't we?
All right, let's see if we can
That's
look
so
at the
funny.
outcomes. Is it my deck?
Yes, it is.
It's my deck. So, trying to get to it. Let's do this one again.
Well, we think you've done pretty good despite that. It doesn't really seem to have impacted us, so we're glad. You know,
I had a few missteps with my list, but because you were so on top of it, we got it together.
Thank you. Thank you, Deepak. It's so nice to be noticed. You too.
Well, thanks, Mr.
No, he
Scorpio.
said you too. He said you too.
And thank you, Deepak. I appreciate it.
And just remind everybody that, of course, we will be back here in a few days on Thursday, 7 p.m.
Thursday is our next live show. Mr. O will have his Goth Tarot video in between, so stay tuned for that.
Hoo, hoo, hoo. Mars and Venus, eh? Huh, that's interesting.
How does that happen?
It does happen, and I'm scared now.
Okay. Shuffle.
Mars and Venus, it just sort of like, wow.
Aww.
Oh, wait, Mars, you mean Mars in some other sign. Of course, I just, like, duh. Mars and Venus. Is that a candy company? No, Mars's. It collided, that's right. Oh no, see what you did, Kara? We just can't leave you alone, can we? You collided Mars and Venus.
Well, Sonny is just totally sacked out. I'm sure I'm going to have to give him lots of love and attention because he missed the whole show.
Shh, Deepak, don't tell anybody that we're really two couples because we're schizophrenic. He said we're two fantastic couples.
I know, but you should not say that.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
Ooh, that's the best.
All right. Let's see what we've got here. Well, we have the Hierophant reversed. Wait, no, yes, it is the Hierophant.
Yeah, it is.
First I thought it was the Emperor, but it's 5. We have the 4 of Coins upright. And we have the 8 of Wands upright. This is a real interesting reading about this, Violet Lotus. You know, the Hierophant reversed is about...
They probably didn't want you to hear about it, you know, because it was unconventional. They probably didn't want you to.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I'm not so sure about that. I think here that, you know... So what does Jimmy say about this? Jimmy thinks that somebody needs to change their perspective and be a little bit more, a little bit more unconventional in their thinking. Maybe somebody is so trapped by tradition, one of these ancestors and their own feelings about the way people should live their lives or, their spirituality, etc., that they need to think differently. And that is it right there with that 4 of Coins.
Yeah.
They're holding on too tight to their beliefs, and that's what's come out here. And the 8 of Wands is an interesting card at the end here. Could this mean that maybe some of the energy is now shifting in a more positive way? That maybe some of the communications that you have been making, because also the 8 of Wands is about communicating, might be finally getting through?
Well, disputes between guides and ancestors. So maybe one of these is the way one of them feels and one's the other. Like maybe somebody is saying...
No, this is the guide Dimmy and what they have to say about the dispute
between my guides and ancestors.
Whoops, I'm sorry.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry. Shoot. Go ahead.
You always think that I'm just not paying attention.
It's so late in the day, Mr. O. I'm sorry.
Okay, so then that was an admission that you're not paying attention.
Could be. Could be.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm feeling that somebody says maybe they want people to go faster, maybe they want people to go more towards a target, and other people are saying like, no, hold back. So that's what the dispute is maybe your guide or your ancestor wants you to go faster or more directly, and then the other one, the corollary one, is saying, no, you need to internalize things we're teaching you now or you have, and so that's maybe that sense of really the unconformity here between these two forces.
I feel as though there's, it's interesting because maybe this is speaking in terms of the two factions here, that one is saying, be willing to change and look at things from other perspectives, while the other one is saying, no, tradition here. And, this Eight of Wands is really about this energy of this, this energy that's kind of dividing them. I think there's a lot of energy going on here on both sides of this argument. And I feel like ultimately it may be constructive. Maybe I should do the Lenormand.
That's interesting because I actually was looking at these two cards being from that, but I think now I agree with you that it's...
Do you see how that could be? Like one side is saying, hey, we need to be a bit more open about things. This is a different world now.
Those are the two halves.
Right. And so it is this divide, and there is a lot of energy and dialogue, being exchanged here over this. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I thought so. Okay. Pull those cards.
You may have to go back and watch it later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Your Lenormand. The coffin, and then the bouquet.
Wow. Well, on a traditional, if I went with a traditional sense, it may not be all that great. It may mean that some of the harmony and bonding that you're experiencing could be coming to an end. I will say that. But on the other hand, this could also be about the fact that, your ancestors, regardless of this infighting, regardless of what you feel here, they are a gift to you. They really are. They really want to give to you. And I almost feel like I should go with this more non-traditional interpretation, because you are dealing with people beyond the grave that are gone. And so I feel like you're deriving great joy from those that are, on the other side now.
I think this card gives the nod to the ancestors over Dimmy. Dimmy may be a once incarnate person, but I don't think they were your ancestor. So I think this is pertaining to that, and that the gift comes more from them, the idea of the lessons they're teaching you. Dimmy maybe is more like the director who sort of pulls the information together and then just tries to give you that direction. But the ancestors are the ones that give you that wealth, that tapestry, perhaps. I'm just feeling that a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not going to say neither here nor there on that. That's Mr. O. But that's what we see right now, and it's very, very interesting that really quite clearly here in these cards, we see the divide. We see the divide here. Somebody definitely needs to loosen up more, and one of your ancestors, and maybe also Dimmy, really, really does see that. Yeah, I know Dimmy is your main guide, which is why I did not want to go that direction. But I feel that you derive joy from all of this, but more in particular
Right.
from your ancestral line. Because you know what? Regardless of how heady this dialogue and this disagreement can be, there's a lot of positive energy generated from this. And you know what? If you have to work a little harder because there's obstacles or blockages, that's just part of the journey. You know, that's just part of the journey. And that's what we have for you right now, Violet Lotus. I hope that helped.
Kara, I appreciate your mentioning that, because as a Taurus, you are my opposite, and therefore my own dark twin, or maybe I'm your dark twin, or we're each other's dark twin.
My mother was a Taurus. My mother was born on May 17th.
Well, she was just my evil twin. Or I was hers.
One way or the other, Mr. O. So, hey, we finished. We actually finished.
Woohoo. We did. We did
That is
finish.
true, very true, Deepak. I like
We're
that.
going to retire to some amount of Super Bowl watching.
Yes. Have dinner and watch the Super Bowl and commercials, because I love commercials. I know I'm crazy that way. I love creative commercials. I don't just like, oh, you know, your typical buy this product commercial.
You're
It's got to
welcome.
have
Thank
a
you.
good catch to it. So anyway, everybody, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for spending this, what seems like the entire afternoon with us. We've had a great time, as we always do with all
Time
of you.
has no meaning here.
Yeah, we finally made it, Angel. We're going for the record. We're going for the gold.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Deepak and
And
Violet.
thank you, Violet Lotus, for hanging on all this time,
Thank
too.
you.
We owe you, once our crazy, the funerals and everything is done and we have a little bit more wherewithal, we'll catch up with you. All right. So we will see everybody soon. Stay tuned for more fun with us in the future. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.